So hi, can you guys hear me? I shouldn't have mic off. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Hello, hello! I have no idea why, but neither of my screens wants to show up on OBS. This is my normal, this is not what I had planned. Fucking wonderful! This is just, wow, even more of a reason. So, yeah, up in the corner, the little screen, that's my main monitor, and the big screen is my tablet monitor. This is what I use when I stream when I'm not miking. And as you can see, neither want to show up, and I don't know why. Sorry about the echo. Yeah, the apartment's still getting furnished. Well, that sucks. That totally throws a wrench in literally everything I had planned. I'm gonna try that. But, so the stream's gonna go away for a minute, guys. I will be right back. Okay, so that fixed it. It just, OBS just wanted to be a little cuck. Literally restarting OBS fixed it. Okay, now where's my border? I need my border. There's my border. Oh, that was so aggravating. So yay, it's here. Okay, now my plans aren't in the shitter. Yay, yay. Okay, now I can draw, which was the whole reason why I wanted to do this. Because my life is very stressful right now. What size is that? 8.5 by 14? No, that's not what I wanted. 9 by 12. What is it? What do I have my other ones at? Hold on. Okay, where is... Hold on, my Patreon illustrations. No, I want inches. That's also not right. I know I have a print version. Is it this one? Nope, it is not. This one's still very big. Are you gonna tell us any spiritual experiences? Not today. It's not that I don't want to. Why is it so blurry? Okay, is it blurry for you guys? Because on OBS, it's clear, and I have green for perfect streaming, and YouTube has perfect streaming. But when I'm looking at the little YouTube one, it's very, very blurry. Is it blurry for you guys? I didn't do shit to the ghost. Okay, so it is blurry for some people. Okay, this is weird. Thanks, OBS. Well, this is just warm-ups anyway. I need to do some warm-ups because I haven't drawn really at all today. Because my life has been very hectic. Yes, it has. A lot's been going on, so it's funny, I thought I had control over a lot of things, and I did, but there's a lot more shit I had to do. Like, I made journals about this on DA and Fur Affinity and Patreon and stuff, but pretty much, with the wedding and the move this month, October has been just shot. Like, I've gotten pretty much nothing done, and it's because of just how much everything's happened. I did not realize how much shit goes into a move. Make sure your YouTube is at full max 7p on browser. Oh, well, thank you, Armani. Have fun at school. But yeah, just I thought I had a lot more ability to do things, and I really didn't. Like, I took a bunch of Inktober commissions, which I already informed all the commissioners that they're going to be done in November, because with the move, it just, everything went. Well, the move itself went great, but, like, we had no help for a lot of it. And to the point where we pretty much had to move everything we owned in one day. And during that one day, it was fine, but we couldn't have internet until like 3 days later. Which I know, it's such a first world problem. But like, not having internet was really hard for me to get my work done because for some reason, my entire apartment complex is a dead zone. So I couldn't even work on commissions with like my phone and using data because I have unlimited data. Because it was just, it was a dead zone. I don't know what it was, but literally I would walk out of the complex and things would load like crazy. And I don't know why it did that. And so we had to wait for the internet to come in. Then when the internet came in, I did my little stream Stram with Zwodiac, and Cody and I had a blast, and we pretty much just updated everything. But I still didn't have a desk, and I have a desk now, so that's not the problem. But, like, I tried working just on the floor because our kitchen table was being used for storage, because we still have a lot of stuff left in boxes because we don't have storage space for it yet. That's something we're actually planning on once our next paychecks go through, both of ours. Is we're gonna go to like IKEA and get some bookshelves and bookcases and shit. How's the ant situation? It's fucking terrible. I hate ants. Sorry. For those of you guys who don't know, my apartment complex for some reason is infested with black ants. They're just the sugar ants, but they're little shits, and it's so annoying because we've had to start keeping our trash can outside, like on our porch, because they get into everything. And it's gotten to the point where like every day we have to move Binks's food so they don't even get in his food because they keep trying to get in his food. And they were supposed to spray yesterday, and I don't know if spraying makes it worse because somehow it got worse. So like it's just annoying. I fucking hate ants. So your stream is what I'm using as something to calm down because it's not but lol, it's not working because my anxiety is unbeatable. Well, I'm sorry about that, man. Just gotta wait for winter. I live in California. We don't really have a winter. We get kind of cold. But, yeah, it's been my life right now. Oh, sorry. So, I guess you guys want to hear about the wedding. I've talked about it in, like, a couple streams here and there on Twitch and stuff and all my friends' streams. And, I actually went into, like, full detail on Pastel's channel about it, during our little Friday night stream. Which, by the way, we're not having one this Friday because she is moving today. She's coming up to Washington. And so on Friday, I will be streaming as well, but I'll probably have, like, I'll have pre-made work to be working on during that stream, so I'm not just doing this. Hold on. But, my back. Yeah, like right now, perfect example of how my life's been this past month, even after the wedding. Cody's texting me right now because we have to get like all of our insurance figured out. We have to get pretty much, and I'll use this moment to do my stretches, but pretty much everything that is home related has to fall on me now. Because with Cody's new job, no, you're not late. You're not that late. I was having issues. Fuck me, this hurts, but it's a good pain. It means you're gonna stop getting carpal tunnel. Pretty much what was happening was, like I was saying, with Cody's new job, he can't afford to take any time off to do anything. And now that I'm his wife, we've had pretty much everything paperwork-wise and, you know, bill-wise has fallen on me. And it's not that it's a bad thing, you know, because we have to do it. This is shit we have to do. But, bitch hurts like a motherfucker. Ugh. Perfect example, I'm not doing my stretches, which is why my wrist hurts. But, so pretty much like rent checks fall on me. Anything house-related falls on me. I have to do all the shopping. I have to do all the cleaning. I don't have to do all the cleaning. Cody helps me with cleaning. But cooking, up to me. Right now, Cody was texting me because we have to get my insurance changed over. And I have to get all of my cards, bank accounts, and important stuff changed over to my new name. And so because of that, this month has just been like a pit. Like, I feel so bad because since I'm a witch, you know, today's Samhain, you know, it's also Halloween. You know, Samhain, Halloween, Samhain, however you want to say it. But because of it being that way, you know, I haven't had time to do anything. And I'm a little disappointed, but I mean, life happens. Like, it's no one's fault, really, because it's just life. This is shit we've had to get done. And, excuse me. You know, that's why I'm so excited. I'm actually really excited for next year because then I'll be able to, actually do it right. You know, I'll be able to have Halloween-themed commissions open, because I do those every year, and this year is just impossible. I took the Inktovers, but I needed to take the Inktovers, because those help me in the hard parts of this month. And then, with the move, they're in a box somewhere. I found the box, so at least that's good, and I'm going to start working on those tomorrow. I have a whole little schedule thing written up of what I plan to do with them. Oh, bitch, your head looks weird. Got some, like, freaky alien head going on right now. But this is why you do warm-ups, kids. But yeah, like I was trying to say, there's a lot of stuff I want to do on top of stuff I need to do. I need to get my commissions done next month. I need to get my queue cleaned out. And honestly, now that, like, we already have rent for November paid up, so that's already a huge, you know, thing off of our shoulders. The wedding's done. That's also a big thing that's off of our shoulders, because I swear to God, I loved my wedding. I never want to take back my wedding, but everything that could go wrong went wrong. Everything that, you know, we were worried about people being drama queens and kings about happened, and it was just... It was a beautiful day, and after we did our vows, and people tried making, you know, not to sound like a bridezilla here, but to make my day and Cody's day all about fucking them, damn fuck, it just wasn't good. A divorce disaster. And so, yeah, because of all that, it was just like, can we just not, please? Please, I would like to just not right now. That'd be lovely. Let's look up some good poses. No, that's not what I wanted. No. But yeah, we had a lot of family drama. We still had some family drama where people have been trying to like enforce their problems on us, and we're like, sorry, bitch, we no longer live with you guys, so not our problem. You're grown ass adults. You can deal with your own issues. And we got our issues. But yeah, that's why, and I keep saying it, but I mean it. Starting tomorrow, I'm probably gonna stream a lot more. I'm not gonna stream tomorrow, like actually tomorrow, because I want to try to get a YouTube video done. Because that was a big thing. Like, I had plans to get a video done today, to get it up and get it done. And I was gonna do me in my wedding dress, and I was gonna talk about it and talk about just like my year as a whole, and then like a whole like retrospective kind of thing. And I got the audio now done, but the artwork I did not. And I kind of wanted to have it, and not really be a themed piece, but at least be something along the lines of like, hey, you know, something spoopy-ween. But that's just going to have to be next year. I have learned pretty much that this year, 2018, has been a pretty fucky year for a lot of people. And instead of trying to like fight the fuckiness, because I've seen a lot of people who are like, oh, it's all about the Mercury retrograde, and then that's why my life is shitty this year. And I'm like, no, sometimes people just got shitty years, man. You don't blame astrology for it. Don't blame your fucking astronomical sign for it. Sometimes people just, they have a pretty shitty year. You know, it just happens. Not everyone can have a perfect year. But that being said, some people's really shitty years can be other people's, you know, great years. This head's going off into like fucking outer space right now. Like, no, this has gotta fix that. There we go. There we go. Audio keeps cutting out for me. Oh no, I'm sorry. At least you're free now from them, kinda. Oh no, for the most part, we're free. We're like 2 hours drive one way away, so we're good. Exactly, that's kind of it. Is I've gotten to the point where I'm not gonna be. This doesn't sound lame, but it's true. I can't afford to just like sulk and think about my problems and think about how shitty this year was. I'll bitch about it all I want. You can't stop me from bitching about it. But I'm not gonna have it define me or this year. You know, pretty much besides, and I'm counting this as 2 things. Technically it's like 4 things, but it's all happened within like a week, so I don't count it. But San Japan, my wedding, move, and Cody's new job are so far the only good things that have happened this year. And I'm putting the wedding and the move in the same time frame because, as you guys know, it hasn't even been a full, excuse me, it hasn't even been a full month yet. We got the keys on the 1st, but we didn't move in till the 6th. So we haven't even been living here a full month yet. Almost, but not yet. And so, that's any year you live through is a good one. That's a good thing to say. That's a good thing to say. Oh, well, I have faith in you, man. I have faith in you. I believe in you and your 3D models. Alright, let's see. But yeah, just so you guys know, I'm not going to be finishing any of these. These are just warm-ups. Which are things that, like, I feel everyone should do. I used to, like, never do them, but they really do loosen up your hand. They loosen up your hand so you can, like, actually draw, like, decent stuff. Because I also have, I I have 2 zine pictures I need to get done. I have my commissions, and then I have my normal Patreon stuff, and then I have just normal art stuff I want to work on. So my plate's really full right now. Right now I am sketching in Psy 1 because so far, Psy 2, there has been no way for me to be able to get the sketching pen I like, which is this one, the one I'm using right now. It's technically a crayon, but I love sketching with this one. And oh no, did I have a base sketch on it? Hold on, did I? Nope, I'm good. Okay, good. But yeah, I love sketching with this type of pen. I don't like, I've tried doing the really light marker stool. Any videos planned to be coming soon. Yes, I have a coloring tutorial in the works. I have that seal video I talked about for forever in the works I'm going to get done. I'm going to be doing... Can't you move the pen to the other one? No, you can't. You have to make it. Because there's I mean, there is a way to do it, but I don't like fucking with code. Because whenever I fuck with code, I end up ruining it. And that's no good. But yeah, like this year just, I've hardly read anything. My art suffered, blah, 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 blah. And it's funny because I have improved so much this year with my art, with my business, with my brand, with everything else. And it's still been a really shitty year. Like, poor Ticks and Turns, I'm almost done, but like, I had this whole plan at the beginning of the year where I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have it be so it'll be written up by this year. And then November, which, you know, is tomorrow, I'd be able to use NaNoWriMo to type it up. And now I'm sitting here like, or not type it up, I'd have NaNoWriMo to, yeah, no, I was right, to type it up, and then I'd send it to my editor. But now, I have to finish writing it, then type it up, then send it to my editor. So, if all goes to plan, it'll be out next year around Halloween. But don't hold me to that, because it all depends on the editors and the editing process. Because that's something else I have to tell a lot of people, like, not to be mean, but I'm like, you know, I don't get paid to be a writer. I get paid to be an artist, to be a YouTuber, to, you know, do commissions, that kind of stuff. Which isn't bad. You know, I love being a writer, but writing is a hobby of mine over my career right now. You know, maybe someday it could be a career. But I also, I don't know, I don't have, like, fuck tons of stories like a lot of my friends do. I have a couple. I have the Ticks and Turns stories, but I don't know if I'd ever do the other Ticks and Turns stories. I might, but, like, the main Ticks and Turns is a one-off, so if I did the other stories in that universe, it would be, like, called something else. So I have those. I have the whole Marked saga I'm working on. And then I have a couple of, like, other stories on the sidelines that I literally can't work on, because if I do work on them, I'll never get anything done. And yeah, that's my life right now. Let me see. Actually, you know, that's what I should do. I should draw some Ticks and Turns characters right now. That's what I should do. That's what I'll do. Okay. So, we'll do Lance. Orange. No, I won't be finishing this, just so you guys know. I'm not finishing this. But I'm gonna sketch it, because I want to do a whole bio on him and the other characters that are in the story. So that way, like, where's my little folder? Ooh. There you are. Alright, let's do that. Let's sketch you up. I just gotta find a reference of a nervous boy. Let's see. Let's look up a reference. That's not good. Okay, I need a better one. Come on. I don't want a meme. I just want to pose. Come on, there's gotta be a... Google, you are letting me down. Do you have any ghost stories? I do, but I'm really... I know it's Halloween, and I should be telling stories right now, because I know that's what Anna's been doing all month long. But... I'm not in the mood to do one of those. It's not that it's not fun, it's just that, because I actually want to draw, and whenever I tell my stories, it's really, really hard for me to draw and tell really in-depth stories like that, because most of my paranormal experiences are pretty lengthy. I don't have really small ones. I mean, I guess except for, like, the couple that actually happened at Anna's house, but, let's see. See, it's times like this when I wish I had one of those, like, mannequin dolls, because I'd be able just to make the pose I have in my head. But I don't have one of those. Oh. Let's see. Because so many of the poses I'm finding right now are really feminine, and I don't want them to have a feminine pose. I'm looking for, like, a kind of, like, shy and timid one. Timid boy meaning? What? No, I just need a goddamn pose. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, that's not really what I wanted, but I guess it's gonna have to be what I get. There's a program called Design Doll. Oh, I know, but I don't wanna pay for it. And I don't want to rent it. So... let's see. I know, ignore the really bad foot anatomy right now. This leg is not as thin as the other one. You need to be a very thin boy. God, I gave you some goddamn shoujo legs, didn't I? Well, hey, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. You know, watch your movie. My streams are always up after once I'm done. They're just they're on my live stream playlist. I don't keep them on my main channel for very long. But anyway, do any of you guys have plans for Halloween? Got any good ideas going on? Let's see, maybe I should just have you be like that kind of thing. Your foot's kind of raised, and then yeah, that works. That works, Lance. That's a good boy. Even though it looks really wonky right now. Oof, yeah, I gotta fix this majorly. So this leggy is way too long right now. Gotta scooch up the leggy. That's good. Okay. Whew. So happy to be free. Yay, that's good. What the fuck is a Stram? It's a stream. It's just a stupid way to say it. That's fine. As long as you got, like... It's like things I was talking to other people, was like some other people, like, you know, they don't celebrate Halloween. Other countries don't celebrate Halloween like we do. And that's also fine. Dude, how many years have you been doing art? Seriously? Like, not like, oh my god, seriously? But, like, seriously doing art. Probably, when I took it very serious, would have to be... See, I'm turning 26 in November, so 10 years, at least. Because I started taking commissions right around when I was 16. And right around that range is when I started, I didn't want to be an artist as my job. I wanted it to be a hobby. But that's when I started, I started seriously reading and seriously making stories and trying to work with what I had. And I also role-played with a lot of my friends. So that way, you know, I'd be able to work more on my stories and flesh out characters. I think I made your head too big, Lance. I definitely, now looking at it, your head is fucking huge. That's not supposed to be that way. It's a little big. Once I get the rest of your body sketched out, I'll fix it. Whew. But I would say I didn't start, like, doing this as my full-time job until I was 21? 22? Seems a lot longer than that. But pretty much, I believe I was either 21 or 22. No, I was 22. I was 22. My bad. And the reason was because I was making enough money on commissions. This is before I made a Patreon. This is before my YouTube, like, kind of blew up. What I started doing was... it was pretty much just commissions, but I remember being like, oh my god, I'm making enough commissions consistently, mostly at the time due to my returning clients, that I was able to afford to be like, hey, I'm making the exact same money I'm making at my part-time minimum wage job, you know, working at home. And I asked my parents, and I asked Cody, because Cody was living at the time, I'm like, can I do this? And they were like, yeah, as long as you can still pay all your bills and junk, you know, we don't care. And so that's how my art journey started. So let's see. Your thumb would be like here. Your hand would be pretty much like this. See, I have to move this fucking this arm is so fucking broken right now. Let's see. Okay, now what I can do is I'll get rid of this so that way it's like that. Still looks a little wonky. I think I made your arm too low. That's what it is. I made his arms too fucking low. Okay, I'm like I know I'm losing it right now. I just made your arm too low. There we go. That looks so much better. Yup, that looks that looks 100 times better, Lance. So yeah, your elbow should be like right around here. Yeah. And then we'll just there we go. There we go. Okay, see it's working itself out. Just takes practice. Oh no, Prince! It's okay. I was gonna drink a little today too. I got a root beer from Chick-fil-A, and I was like, I'm gonna put some Fireball in this, and it'll be good. And then, you know, the freaking gods got to me and was like, no, bitch, you need to look at what you're drinking. And they fucking just destroyed my drink as I was getting out of my car, and I'm like, it's a sign. I know I'm not supposed to be drinking soda, but bleh. And then, okay, so your hand's like that, like that. So, you should probably just have like, that's a shitty hand, but I can fix it later. So yeah, because I want it to be like, he's kind of like holding his fingers are in himself right now. So, and then we'll have, but yeah, for anybody who's asking, this dude I'm drawing right now, he is the main character and the point of view character for Ticks and Turns. And his name is Lance Laurent, and he is a human pet. And he's a sweetie, and he's a hopeless romantic. And he cried during Titanic as a joke to me and my friends. Nice long little legs. But a really big thing that helped me in my art journey is I actually, this sounds bad, but I stopped being prideful and I looked up fucking reference and I referenced poses. And I think that's something that a lot of people like think, no, I think I made your head too small. Is your head too small? Yeah, I made your head. Yeah, your head's too small. Just slightly. A little bigger. And I'll have to angular out your features. Yes, I talk to my art all the time. Sorry. Oh, well, thank you, Rosie. I'm happy that helps you. This is also why I cut my sketching process out of like my videos. I always say it, but it's true. It's because it takes so damn long. And I always feel really bad about it. I'm just gonna give you wear pants, so I'm just gonna fucking pants it. Shh, it's not a cop-out if it's in the character model. Cause he just wears basic pants, so his calves and leg definition don't show. I will have to fix those shoes, though. It's one thing I never did get good at. I never got good at fucking shoes. Alrighty. Let's see. Still not a fan of your head. I am not a fan of this head. I think it's because I'm making him look too far forward. Let's see, let me fix this. Can I have it be more this way than full on? Yep, that's better. That is so much better. I'm just gonna get rid of this right now. It's still very angular, but I can make it work. My boy! How many commissions do you take within a work week? When I'm empty, I can take up to probably 6 or 7 and get them done within that week. But right now my queue is full, and is still full, and is probably going to be full until the end of the year. That's why in November I'm going to be busting my ass and working on commissions. How do you come up with these wonderful characters? I wish I was that creative. Honestly, the ticks and turns people, I've had these people since high school. It's just that I never did anything with it. Like, so the magical story of ticks and turns was I already had marked, and I already had a lot of mark done. I don't think I made your face right. I think your face needs to be more, just a little more down. There we go. There we go. Yeah, when I was in high school, it was actually in art class with my best friend at the time. I talked to her about this idea I had because I love vampires. A lot of people might not actually know that, but for a long time, I always had a connection to witchcraft and witches and mages and stuff and fantasy. But, man, high school Michi was obsessed with vampires. Half of the books I read were vampires, half of, you know, the terrible fan fictions I read were vampire AUs. I fucking loved vampires. I loved vampire anime, I loved vampire movies. You know, I was obsessed with it. And so I remember going to my best friend and being like, hey, I had this idea for a... Are you leaning? Are you leaning? Oh, no, you're pretty proportionate. Okay, good. Okay. Vampires got this shit. Cough, Twilight. Here's the thing about Twilight. I've talked about this in my Twilight video, but for me, it wasn't complete dog shit. It wasn't like, oh my god, orgasmic, best original story ever written. Compared to a lot of the other vampire books I had read at the time, it was pretty normal. I was like, 5 out of 10. You know, I don't regret buying them. I mean, now I do, which I don't own them anymore. I gave them to the library, which was like something else. I didn't understand people who were like, I'm burning my Twilight book. I'm like, don't burn it, just donate it. You know, some people still fucking love Twilight. And so I had this idea of a world, because my friend, so here's how this happened. My friend was obsessed with True Blood at the time, because True Blood was really big when I was in high school, and I never got into True Blood. And so I remember one time she lent me the first season, and I watched it, and I was like, there's promise here, but I hated the fucking show. I hated the show, so I might give it another chance someday, but I hated the show. But I remember thinking of, because the whole point of True Blood was, you know, vampires came out of the closet kind of thing. And they were taking over, they weren't taking over the world, but they were becoming, you know, normalized. And I remember hearing that, and I was thinking, I'm like, but what if that happened in the Victorian era? Because the Victorian time era is one of my favorite, you know, time series, just era. Wow, Michelle, great grammar. You want to be a fucking writer. So I remember thinking, and then I was like rationalizing, because my brain always does this. It's done this since I was a little kid, where I would rationalize stories. And like, before I even made my own stories, where you know, I would be like, but what if it was like this, or what if it was like that, or da, 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 da. And so I was like, oh, well, vampires live a long ass time. They always talk about vampires living a long ass time. And so I was like, what if vampires always lived among us? So, like, Ticks and Turns takes place in an alternate universe, Earth, while freaking Mark takes place in its own world with 2 moons and shit. So, I was able to get a lot more grounded in reality with Ticks and Turns. So, I decided to be like, okay, what if it was like this? And then I remember, because I just watched it last night, the movie Daybreakers had come out, where, vampires took over the world, and there was a human shortage because pretty much everyone in the world became vampires. And I remember thinking, like, yeah, that's smart. Not everyone could be a vampire, because then you'd have a shortage like that. And so I remember, like, I was putting all of these ideas into my story where I was like, oh, okay, what if in the Victorian era, vampires, took over the world? And because vampires live so long, it's why our advancements slowed down. Because, the human race was pretty much being, either farmed or bred or degraded. And then another really good movie that I liked as a kid was Planet of the Apes, the classic ones. I used to watch it with my dad, where, the humans were like idiots. They were bred down as the apes took over. And I remember thinking, like, yeah, I'll do something along those lines. And so that's where the idea for this came from. So Lance isn't an idiot. He's not an idiot. It's really funny. In the terms of the story, without giving it away, he is a shelter dog. His master, whose name is Thea, I might sketch her up after I sketch him up. She ends up going to a human pound with her dad on her birthday, and it's like the first chapter, so I'm not feeling bad spoiling this. And she finds Lance, and she really wants to adopt him because she's like, oh, he's close to my age, and they make all of the jokes that, like, people do when you go to a shelter. It's like, she was like looking at an old person, and her dad's like, no, don't get old ones, they die too soon. And then she was like, oh, well, what about this, like, what about this little one? And he's like, little ones are too hard to control, blah, 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 blah. So that's where she settles on Lance. And so she adopts Lance, and she's very ingrained in her society because she is a socialite. So because of that, she ends up finding out a lot about her family, and Lance starts finding out a lot about his family, and they go on this adventure learning pretty much about how, like, they're actually people. They're not pets. You shouldn't treat them like pets, And so they go on this adventure with a lot of twists and turns, and that's where Ticks and Turns came from. It's a play on words, because I'm original, and it was originally called Clockwork for, like, the longest time. Sorry, I'm looking up a reference. That's why I'm not drawing right now. But because of that, I was like, yeah, let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do a play on words, because I had Marked already, which is a one-word fucking story, and then I have Ticks. I had Clockwork, and I'm like, no, I can't have Clockwork be a one-word thing. I have to change that. Let's see. What's a good one for you, Lance? Oh, this is a good kind of one. I'll get this one. It's not gonna have this symbol on it, but it'll work for what I need. Okay, and then I need dog tag. No, it's an actual dog tag. I'll just... I remember I saw one where it was, like, in the plate. I thought I saw before. Let's see. Dog collar. With name tag? Probably with name tag. Let's see. There was a really cool one I saw that I really, really liked, that I hadn't seen really a lot before. And I think I kind of like this one. I'm gonna do a weird fusion right now. Hold on. Just I'm gonna get this one up here. And then I'm gonna get, where is it? This one. And I'm gonna have a weird fusion going on right now. Because, I mean, it's just honestly, some people, like, another thing, too, with the collars, because the collars are also really important in this society, too. Because, you know, a collar is like, well, like I was saying, they treat them like dogs, and they treat them like animals, so, like, he actually has a leash, and his master, whenever Thea has to, like, go out with him somewhere, she has to, like, have him on a leash, or else she gets fined. Oh yeah, you look beautiful, and also, oh yeah, how always. Well, thank you so much. That makes me happy. All right. Okay. Also, a fun art tip: when you are designing jewelry, you want to have it be around. It's better to do it this way. Picture it like, you know, the object you're drawing around is actually a solid object. Especially when doing circles and stuff. So that way you know that your neck is, like, proportionate. Because with this, I want to make sure that it looks like it goes around him. So I have to draw it actually going around him, even though people aren't going to see it. Because I know it's there. Okay, this will be a little bigger so you can breathe. Remember, people, don't make your pet collars too tight. Okay. Also, I was kind of upset that I was like one of the 2 people dressed up on campus today. Who knew that the freedom to dress up in college wasn't an opportunity many took? I think it's because, honestly, like I was saying, this year has been weird for a lot of people. Like, honestly, it doesn't feel like Halloween for me today. Like, I was walking around and I saw 2 people in costume when I was at Target because I had to get some errands done. I'm sitting here like, 2 people at a Target? Like, what? No, this doesn't make any sense. Alright, let's see. So this is the front, because you're looking that way. So this is where the actual collar part would be. So, the thickness of the belt. And then I need to have another little ring right here. Because it has to hold the collar a little strappy in place. It has to be right on there. So then, no, I don't want to erase that, bitch. There we go. Okay, and then I will have the little name taggy be like right here. So it'll be on your side. Because honestly, I already wrote it out, and his name tag, like, isn't really described. I kept that part vague on purpose, because I like people to just, you know, picture things in their head. So when he gets his collar, he's just like, you know, it looks, this is a big paraphrase here, but it's something like, oh, you know, it's, you know, it even has my name on it, and it's something that's mine, and I'm like, oh, my poor boy. That looks good. That looks good. Okay. And now I need to look up clothes for you. So I already know what you wear, but I want to try to find a good, like, designed outfit. Because, he's a fancy boy, because his owner is a fancy lady, so when he gets adopted, it's like, oh, now I gotta dress all fancy-like. The only downside is half the time, half the fancy dude clothes I find, like, is all shit Ringmaster would wear, and I'm like, fuck, I can't have you looking like Ringmaster. That's a good one, I'll go with that. Nice and simple, but to the point. Alrighty. So your sleeves are actually gonna pop out here. And then oh shoot, I forgot your arm device thing. I'll put it on this sleeve, it'll be fine. Oh, they'll have to change the sleeves for this. Because in the story, Lance has this thing on his arm. So, oh, that's the one downside. I never drew that thing out. I'll have to design that then. Because the, one of the good things about, you know, writing from a first-person, sheltered person is they got no idea what the fuck this thing is to compare it to, so it's not too out of the realm of possibilities. My boy, how could I forget? Even a little arm thingy. Again, I'm sorry, I'm such a bad mom. Yeah, see, now I gotta make this part bigger. Because your wrist is not that small. I think it'll still work for the outfit I want to give you. I just have to have it so you, like... No, you can't take it off. Bitch. Come on. Because, you know, in every story there's got to be like a mystery device thing, and that's the thing on his arm. Bitch. Also, just so you guys know, if you follow me on Patreon, DeviantArt, Tumblr, all that other well, mostly DeviantArt for this stuff, I do tend to post up my pictures before the video goes up, because, like, I don't know when I'll probably get this done relatively soon-ish, but I wouldn't end up posting it up, like the video for a long time. Oof, I made an OC when he, let's see, wait. I am a fan, I want to try to be like you. I want to be an artist. Well, then be an artist. You do it. Are you drawing him a gauntlet? No, it's not a gauntlet. He's got this, like, I can't really say what it is, but he's got this like little device on his arm that he's had like since he was put into the foster home until he was put into the shelter. So like he has no idea what it is, and people can't get it off. It's not the same as his collar; it's something else, and no one knows what it is. They can't get it off, so he just kind of he grew around it, is what I always say, because when he was a little kid, it was like huge on him, but it didn't fall off of his, like, every time they tried pulling it off of him, it would, like, stick to his skin. So he couldn't get it off, but when he's relaxed, it does like move. So think of it like wearing a really big bangle for your entire life that you can't get off. That's pretty much what this thing is. Yeah. You know, I want a laptop because I need to get back to writing my book. I have it halfway done and my laptop died. I have the file but no way to finish it. Well, see, that's why, actually, it wasn't inspired by Witchblade. It wasn't inspired by Witchblade. It was inspired by this really, really, really old steampunk game that Cody and I used to play back in high school. That was on, like, a Newgrounds, like, look-alike kind of website. I totally forgot what it was called, but there was something special about these, like, arm things, and I really liked it. And so I'm like, you know, I'm gonna put that on my character. But that's not what this is. This is just a little wrist doohickey thing. Are we kink shaming this? Yes or no? I mean, oh wait, I forgot your little. Oh no! Oh no, I didn't forget it. It's on this side. My bad. I was like, wait, I need your little loopy loop for when your master takes you walkies. All right, let me go back to that shirt. Let's see. Too much lace. Not enough lace. Oh, this one's better. But yeah. He thinks it's an eyesore because he can't get it off, and his poor master can't get it off either. So it's one of those, they're like, well, we can't get it off, so you're just stuck with it. So you gotta have a little poof coming out of here. It's kind of a poofy sleeve shirt. Poof. Poof. To remind myself to fix that arm later. Boop. This would be like his fancy outfit. If he were in like a normal outfit, he would probably just be like just a normal, I wouldn't say not t-shirt, but like a tunic kind of shirt. So this will be his fancy outfit for when his master has to go to parties. You know, it's like when you see people dress up their dog. It's like, oh, here's an outfit, and he's just like, oh, master has given Dobby a sock. Not really, not really. I'm a terrible person. Sorry for repeating, but can the humans in Ticks and Turns talk? Yeah, Lance talks. They can talk just fine. they can talk, they can be well educated, you know, if their master wants them to. But like Thea teaches Lance how to read, and she takes him to the movies and stuff, and you know, it's great because since she's an aristocrat, she gets to like she gets to get away with more stuff than most people do. So it's like, you know, again, it's like when you see a dog in a movie theater, you're just like, ew, why the fuck's a dog in a movie theater? So people are like, ew, why is this dog here? And then she's just like, excuse me, I am this person. I'm like, oh fuck, okay, fine, bitch, just keep your damn dog. And he sits there and he eats popcorn while he watches the movie. I have to remember to keep this little device thingy though. So, okay. Now, do I have any old pictures of you that aren't spoilery, Lance? I gotta shoot this over here. Let's see. No, not Star Dragon. No, I only have the spoiler ones. Gosh darn it. Alright, well, it'll be fine. You guys can't see them, so... let's take a picture of this bitch. So I don't want you guys seeing it. Okay, good. Yay, that's good for you to have spoopy weather. Oh, sorry. Okay, so what I was saying about your book thing was this is why I actually wrote Ticks and Turns on paper. I wrote it in like a physical book. So that way, no, I don't want to record anything. The fuck? Go away. I want to look at my photos. That's what I was trying to say was, you should have it on physical paper first, then you can type it up. So if you have computer issues, you don't have to deal with that in the future. I know there's no way to stop it right now since it is on a computer, but that's how I've always written, and it's helped me out better. Then, because I don't know why, whenever I sit and actually like type something with a basic outline out, it never ends up going the way I want it to go. So, alright. Okay. Hold on a second. Hello. Hold on. I have to unmute you. Hello.
Oh, hello. Hello.
There you is.
Here I is.
Hi guys, it's a Zwodiac.
It's a Zwodiac. A wild Zwodiac has appeared.
Yeah.
For at least 30 minutes while I wait for food.
He waits for the FUD.
I wait for the food.
So, I'm actually doing Ticks and Turns art right now. So I'm doing my...
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm doing my nervous boy.
Yay.
I love him. I'm doing the main character right now. I'm just sketching it up, but I love him.
Nervous boys are always good boys.
Yeah. It's a Zwodiac.
It's this... Oh. Zaddywack.
So how was school?
Oh, I am tired. It's been a long week and it's not over yet, so, you know, goodness. Because I have to, not only for theater do I have to stay after school. Like today it was early because it's Halloween and our theater teacher has 2 small children. so we got to leave earlier this time. But for tomorrow and the rest of the week, it's like it ends at like 6 or 6:30. And then on top of that, we have to get up early, like to go at like 7:15 to elementary schools because we're like doing like a part of our show, and then you know
Oh, what show are you guys doing?
we're
If I can
doing
ask.
Treasure Island.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's like it's coming home late and then getting up early, so I haven't gotten like anything done this week.
Oh, well, that explains why you've been going to bed early lately. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
he's knocking out at 10 my time. That's not
yeah,
wow.
I've been getting tired.
No, it's fine. It's good. I'm not complaining. I just think it's funny.
Yeah, I was like, I think even last night I was thinking, okay, this time I'm gonna give her a warning so I don't just disappear suddenly. And
Which
I
you did,
passed out.
which you didn't. You just
I,
poofed.
I certainly did not. I was, I was I passed out and I was too invested in what was happening, I guess.
The feelers.
Quiz.
See, now the husband calls. Hold on. Keep them distracted.
Cody, how dare! Oh gosh, I have to. Hello, peoples. I
Hey,
am here.
honey.
Hello. I am Zwodiac. I am Zwodiac, and I am here to entertain while Mitchie is doing things. Zodiac, I've only now made a final draft of my witch girl for your contest. There goes my plans to make a second. Well, I mean, it's due December 1st, so you got plenty of time. Oh goodness. Whoa.
Yeah, sorry about that. Cody's
No,
just
it's
like,
fine.
oh, I'm on my way home, and I'm like, yay.
Yee. Shakes.
I think it's funny. Ticks and Turns is like one of the few stories you don't know a lot about.
I know, it's shocking. I don't know all the spoils.
I know. Well, I mean, I know that for a few of yours too. Like, I don't know much about your human one that you've been working on lately. Your fantasy epic.
Yeah, yeah. I need to do more shit for that, but I don't have time right now.
Oh, joy life.
Oh boy, theater. The only thing that actually consumes my life.
I mean, but you like theater, so it's okay.
Oh yes, I do. It can be a tad frustrating at times, but it's that kind of frustrating where like once you're done, you're like, kind of want to go back.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I think this is annoying, but I like it.
Yeah, well that's like literally what happened to me last year because like towards the end of the year, and I'm like, ugh, I'm not doing theater again. I can't do it if I'm not gonna get decent stuff to do. And then like by the end of the year, then like my brother wanted to do it, and then like I got tempted again. I'm like, ugh, you know what? One more time, one more year, one more.
I mean, one more year. This is also my last year of high school. Ironic? I think not.
Indeed. Might as well go out with a bang. Oh
I
goodness.
gotta give you more hair, you little bitch.
You gotta have the poof.
I know. I'm terrible. All of my characters have to have the poof.
Well, like listen. Have you seen many of my characters?
I
How
mean,
many of my characters don't actually have poofy hair?
this is true.
Oh goodness.
He's a good boy. He's just nervous and have issues.
He looks like a good boy.
He is. He's. I love him, and I love writing as him. It's just so much fun because he's just
Oh.
because I got to get into the mind of a shelter animal, and so like they're like it's
Aw.
like oh they get adopted. It's like they're happy all the time, and they just want to make their master happy, and then I'm like, but I gotta remember I'm like oh yeah, but you're a human.
I love him.
He's a good boy. And there's mysteries and shit, but yeah. This is his more fancy outfit. His normal one's pretty much the same thing, but like just a basic t-shirt. That's not a
Yeah.
t-shirt, it's like a basic tunic.
Yeah.
Do you have any recommendations for a place to buy a used laptop? Go to Newegg. Newegg.com. You can get refurbished laptops for really good prices. I got my old laptop, which lasted quite a few years. I got it for like $200. So go on Newegg. Newegg is your best friend. Yeah, he's a good boy. I have to fix his fucking hand though. Oh, but while we're here, do you want to talk about Vissum?
We need to talk about Vissum.
He's this boy. Not the one I'm drawing. I have art. I have art of Vissum. You guys need to see Vissum, the sad boy.
He's a good boy. Wait, do I need to send his art again?
I know I can look it up. I have it on Discord.
Okay, yeah, he's a good boy. The sketch I did like at midnight when I really should have like at 1 o'clock in the morning because it would bother me and I wouldn't be able to sleep if I didn't do it.
But he's a good boy.
He is.
I feel so much for this little shit right now.
I know, he's a good boy.
Alright, Zwodiac, draw is too fucking big. I can't do it this way. I have to do it inside.
Shh. I draw it the correct size.
This is Vissum. He a good boy.
He a very good boy. We created him. It was okay. It's technically my fault that we got to this point.
I know.
Because my brain, like this is exactly why I have way too many characters. Because my brain will come up with these really stupid, spontaneous ideas, and it just keeps getting worse. And then I'm like, well, I can't not do it now. Because I was looking at our villains. Like, because I was just collecting references for something totally different, and I just passed by that picture, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I did that, and my brain decided to go, what if they had a kid, and what if they were like really evil, but they pretended to be nice, and I was just like, why would they ever do that? That's not believable at all. But then I told Mitchie about it, then we realized it totally is believable and possible.
But they would also be extremely abusive parents. It wouldn't be a good. Like,
not in the slightest.
No. They're terrible people.
So, not only are we gonna eventually have another Satan child, because we need more of those,
I felt such a great compliment, though, because fucking Morgan, this bitch I'm talking to right now,
yes.
He was like, we were talking about, like, who should play who, he's like, you play villains really, really well, and I'm like, don't give me this power, man.
Do
because I've already made her like such a little fuck. Like
it's perfect. Okay, I'm so excited.
I know. I need to design her too.
Especially now that we've discovered that she's totally Demetriel's AU.
Yeah.
Especially that. But yes, so we had that in mind. But then we were like, okay, there's probably other kids. They're probably all dead too. Cause yeah. But then we're like, what if just one of them escaped? And that snowballed into this beautiful boy, Vissum, who, oh goodness.
He put himself into an insane asylum to protect himself.
Mm-hmm.
He's not crazy. He has issues, but he's not like, no, this is, and,
he is, see, I'm just waiting for, like, an opportunity to make him break something so I can have him like flip his shit.
Yeah.
Cause we know that's gonna happen. And shit. Mm-hmm. So he's the boy that we have made suffer greatly. And then even that, of course, he can't just be off the hook once he runs away. Everything has to go to shit later in his life too.
Yep, cause what do you mean coming easy? That's not a thing.
Oh goodness, we've been overdue for a child with like a traumatic backstory. We can't have any of them because all our beings have like.
They're too good. I know. And then we're like, oh, we'll have the Herm be the villain, and then we're like, no, she's just kind of a bitch.
She's just kind of an ass.
Like she's not like she's what the Sins used to be.
Yes, and she's just here to have a good time, and she doesn't care if, like, anyone else is not having a good time.
Yeah. But, she's Satan. No.
No, oh, hang on 1 second.
Oh, God, I do the hand fucking backwards again. Ugh. At least I can do this. The joys of digital art. Oh, I ignored Holly? Where's Holly? Fuck.
Yeah, I'm back.
Where's Holly? I don't see her.
She's in the chat.
Oh, there she is. Hey, Holly.
It's Holly Brown.
Sorry. It's Holly Holly is my only friend named Holly.
It's Holly Brown.
I wasn't used to your icon. I didn't know she changed it to Reese.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, can I bring Holly? You want to join the chat? We just talk about characters and shit? Because I know you're working on your vampire AU too, so.
Eat.
Holly, do you want to come in and join the party?
Give her a second. The stream is delayed.
I know. Halloween Stram with Zwodiac and Holy Oil. If she's in it, she wants to do it.
Yee.
Okay, she'll be in.
Yee.
Zwodiac and Howwy.
Python, I'm glad you like my Hermer.
Alright, let's see. Do we have one of just the two of the three of us, or no?
I think we do.
It was a while. It was a while ago. Hold on.
In the depths of the group chats or the DMs.
Let's see. Oh, yep, we got one. Okay, I found it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, leave.
Okay, give me a second.
Okay, where is this bitch? Where is she? I just had it. Where is it?
Scram.
Hello?
Hello?
Okay, this should notify her.
Shakes.
Holly is like Zwodiac. She's got a shit ton of stories.
Yes.
The only difference, though, is Holly gets her comics done. Oh!
Yes!
I'm kidding.
Shut your face.
I know you've been working. I know. I'm just being a bitch.
Screams. I got pages 8 through 12 done. It's okay.
I know. You got 4 pages done. It's amazing. I am being such an asshole right now. I am so sorry. Oh my god, though, but the wine I saw in fucking Target.
God. Like,
the fact that it had a halo. I know.
Like, god damn it.
I still feel like your head's too small. Do you ever have that happen? Like, you look at it and you're like, something's off, and I think it's his head.
I don't think it's his head. I almost feel like his legs are a bit too long.
That might be it. I think I did give him longo legs.
Because I think his head looks fine.
Time to shrink your legs, my boy. Well, he's supposed to be a tall, lean boy. That's why I gave him longo legs.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe just a little bit then.
Yeah. Let's see. Gave this bitch fucking shoujo legs. Yeah, that was a little better.
Yeah.
I had that issue with his arms when I was like, sketching him originally. I'm like, what is wrong? I'm like, oh god, your arms are way too low.
That's a mood.
Ugh.
Oh shit, hold on. Fuck.
Oh, hi, bitch!
Hello.
Hold on.
Oh,
That
okay.
was an entrance.
Okay, I forgot to plug in my mic like a fucking idiot.
It's fine. So how you doing? How you doing, Howwy Bown?
Well, I just now found out it was Halloween, so...
Good job.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm okay. I'm just, I might eventually have to go to make dinner, which is literally throwing chicken in an oven because white people don't make spices.
It's fine.
So.
I had a whole freaking witch Samhain Samhain dinner set up. I was like, I'm gonna witch this shit up. I'm gonna be great. And then I looked and like didn't have half the supplies I needed. So I went to Target because I'm like, oh, I'm not going to supermarket. The Target has a supermarket, so I go there and I go to their spice section, and some little shit took all the spices I needed. There were none.
Oh my god.
Not even in the back. And so I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna just throw a pizza in the oven. No
Oregano.
witchiness for Michelle, so.
Oregano, the witch spice.
I
Here's some
mean...
Italian zest. The witching zest.
Also, everyone who has dark-colored cats, protect them this night, because there's nut jobs who believe that sacrificing black cats are, you know, how you get Satan, and it actually started because one of the popes was allergic to cats, and he just hated black cats.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's where that superstition came from. The reason why people think black cats are bad luck is because they're like, oh yeah, there was this pope that said they were evil, and so...
which pope was it?
I don't remember, but I remember it was...
There's a pope who literally was batshit, and let me actually...
It was probably that pope, I don't remember which one, but after that, because they killed all the black cats, they ended up, oh bitch, your ear is not there, that's not where your ear goes, your ear is way too close to your fucking eyes, your ear got back here, sorry, but yeah, no, it's because of that pope that people believe the rat plague started, because they killed all the fucking cats that killed the rats. But yeah, look up Pope who hated black cats. He should pop up, because he's
Pope
the one.
Gregory that XI. Wait, how do I read those? XI.
That should be the 6th, I think.
No,
The
XI. No, 6 would be IV or something.
Oh,
yeah, that's
sorry,
That's either 9 or 11.
That's 11, I think.
11.
That's after the
Pope
10.
Gregory, you's a bitch. He looks like Santa Claus though, so I'll forgive him. He didn't know.
I love looking at like old like Pope pictures when they look like fucking like Final Fantasy fucking villains, because you see what they look like as they get older, and you're just like, you look like a fantasy villain. Like, you got the long nails and the creepy hair and creepy ass hat, and it's just like, all I ever do is I think of that South Park episode where they're like, the Pope was always meant to be a rabbit.
My favorite Pope is
Ignore the dog that's barking very loudly downstairs.
If you ever have time, look up Pope Formosus. He's the craziest, most batshit Pope. He literally took the corpse of the previous Pope and put him on trial and like yelled at a dead guy. I'm not shitting, that happened, it was real.
No, I believe you. I mean, it's like, it's just like when I tell people how metal fucking Mary Shelley was, the lady who wrote Frankenstein. They're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, when her husband died, she's like, I'm gonna cut my husband's heart out, keep it in a jar, and have it in my writing desk. Cause that's just what you do.
That shit is not an urban legend. That is literally in the fucking scripture, fucking bitch. It's there. It was a trial, so it was a legal document. So people were actually writing shit down as to what was happening. Like, it was a court.
So here's the thing: did the corpse talk back though? Because if it did, that Pope might have been onto some shit.
I think he did have like somebody representing him, like to speak. So the guy who was supposed to speak for the corpse was basically just like, yeah, I was a bitch, you know. It's super stupid, but it's really, really funny.
Somebody in the
objection.
Objection.
The defendant is dead. I just saw that.
I don't know. I used to be obsessed with popes, so I know a lot of stupid pope knowledge.
I mean, your comic is literally about a cult, so I'm not surprised.
Well, popes to me are just hilarious inherently. I don't know what it is about them. Maybe it's their dumb little coats.
So,
but
so what I think is great about popes is, I forget which pope it was, but one of the popes literally looked like fucking Emperor Palpatine from Star Wars, like, after he gets all fucked up. And I'm like,
dude,
how did
that
this...
could be like any of them. They're all kind of old and sad. I like our boy Francis right now. He's a good guy. I think.
I like Francis. He's the one that actually, like, sneaks out at night and helps out homeless shelters, and people catch him, and they're like, aren't you the Pope? And he's got to, like, run the fuck out of there.
He's like, no, you're the Pope. Shut up.
Yeah, it's like, God damn it, now I have to leave. Thanks, I just want to help people.
Well, you gotta
I
play
also
me like
I
this.
also like this Pope. You know, not to be an asshole or bring it down, but like he's one of the few popes that's like, yeah, if you were raped, you're still a virgin in Jesus's eyes. Like Jesus ain't an asshole. And I'm
Yeah.
like, thank you. Why can't we have more popes like that?
Because popes are literally the crazy. It's like you take a bunch of crazy religious guys, and then you have them fist fight and duel on top. That's how you have a pope. I mean,
The Hunger Games of Catholicism.
you take all the bishops, and then they get into an MMA fight, and then there's black smoke that mean one of them punched the other one to death, and there you go. It's almost confirmed facts. We never know.
I'd believe that.
This is the theory I choose to believe in.
I mean, I've read a lot of shit about popes, and that is not. I don't feel like that would be too far off. I'm sorry. It's like 5 minutes into like joining chat. Here's some dumb pope shit.
No, I don't think it's bad. You're talking about characters and stuff because I'm talking.
Yeah, it's like, hey Holly, want to come talk about characters with us? So
let's talk about the Pope.
Those are some characters.
Well, it's interesting. It's really just it's a weird subset of religion that is just always funny.
No, it
literally
is.
Always.
I love writing religious zealots. I don't know why. It's so much fun. Because I'm just like, how crazy can I make this dude? And I look it up and I'm like, oh, there's always someone worse.
Always.
Well, reality is like usually more funny than fiction because I swear to fucking God.
Well, no, see, that's what like always kills me whenever people they talk about like that wouldn't happen. That's not believable, but it's like something that's like something crazier's happened.
Yeah, I just think it's funny that we have fucking pulp mobiles. Those exist.
I know, and they're bulletproof. They're bulletproof.
I know.
I mean, they did a whole Family Guy episode where Peter stole the Pope mobile.
Oh my fucking... I haven't watched Family Guy in a long time, so the last thing that I watched was like this clip because you know how YouTube, they have like people who do like 24-hour live streams of fucking Family Guy and somehow don't get copyright striked?
Yeah. Well, okay, here's the thing. You can't get copyright striked during the live stream. You get hit afterwards. That's why you see those like 24-hour live stream of Ed and Eddie and shit. It's because they can't, they're getting all of that money for the longer the stream goes.
Oh my God.
And then once it's down, it's taken off.
The last Family Guy thing I saw was like, he was a millennial, and I was just like, this is it, huh? This is it, Family Guy, huh? They must like want to kill themselves in the writers' room of Family Guy.
I mean, I'm sure they
Like,
wanted
I'm
the
sorry,
show. They
but-
wanted the show to die for so fucking long.
It's been on forever.
No. Oh, I forgot how pale blonde your hair was, my son.
He's a blonde, nervous boy.
Yeah. Lance has always been a blonde, nervous boy.
Eyes.
I know he's very pasty. He doesn't get a lot of sleep.
Oh my God, it's like my Salmon.
That's why I said I love him. I've had this little shit for forever, and the only thing is, unlike Salmon, he not gay.
Oh, what? With that hair?
No, he's not gay.
Aw.
I love
a little
it.
straight boy.
I love it though, cause like he's. So in this world, I had to like think of a really funny way to try to have dick jokes be incorporated, cause it's fucking me. So like, since he's a human, he just he got normal human teeth and shit. But a certain character in his story ends up dating someone, and they always talk about how big this guy's fangs are, and so Lance like kind of looks in the mirror and he's like, I don't even have fangs. And I'm like, my boy, you're fucking human. Stop it. Because it's dick size, yeah, that's the joke. That's the joke, is they're like, the bigger the fangs are, the bigger their dick.
It reminds me of like that Harry Potter joke with the wands, and I swear to God, that fucking made me so uncomfortable because I watched that shit in theaters with my mom.
Right? No, I remember that too. Oh, Morgan has never seen any Harry Potter shit.
Never.
He's like, I'm an OG hipster. I don't watch Harry Potter.
I mean...
Born a hipster, gonna die a hipster.
According to J.K. Rowling right now, Harry Potter is black, so is Hermione, and
Wait,
you can't prove it otherwise.
When did Harry become black? Like, the Hermione thing, I was like, okay, whatever for the play.
See, that just sounds like bullshit. That kind of just happened.
I swear to God, every time I, like, look at a tweet from her, which I try not to because I know it'll just make me mad, it's like her retroactively changing Harry Potter after the fact.
Okay, so one thing I want to say about J.K. There's something okay, so I'm gonna pause for a minute because I need to vent about this because this is something that pisses me off. So, I'm sure, I don't know if I told you this, Morgan, but like, years after the book and movie came out, she was like, by the way, Dumbledore's gay. And so
we talked about
I told you about this. Okay, so in the prequel movies, we get to see young, hot Dumbledore.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, we're gonna have, like, him talk about how he and Grindelwald were, like, fucking, right? Because that's kind of, like, heavily implied in the books. After it's like, oh, he gay. It's like, okay, so we're gonna bring it up naturally, or he's gonna say something, and then, like, the directors are like, what? No, we're not gonna bring up anything that says he's gay. And we're like, so then everyone goes to J.K. Rowling. It's like, well, then why'd you make him gay? Why'd you make him gay? Why are you making us do the thing where, like, he actually tried to destroy the world for this hot wizard? Because everyone talks about how hot Grindelwald is, and then we get freaking Jack Sparrow, and I'm still salty about that. I'm like, at least the guy in the other movie was hot. I'm like, you know, Jack Sparrow, you're not hot. You're not hot. I don't get why they picked you. In the books, you're supposed to be sexy and charismatic. And when they do the big reveal, I'm like, that guy just looks evil. Like, what the fuck? What logic is this?
See, I will say, I don't think it's necessarily wrong to say, yeah, a character has a sexuality and have it not come up in a story that's not about that kind of thing. But in that scenario, it feels 100% like she's just trying to throw that out there to be like, yeah, see?
Well, because that's why. Because everyone's like, because in the main books, they talk about this, like, how Grindelwald was the only one who convinced Dumbledore to be like, yeah, fuck humans! And how he was all about it, and he was all, like, trusting this Grindelwald guy, and everyone talked about how charismatic and blah, blah, blah this Grindelwald guy was. And then Dumbledore's fucking sister gets murdered by Grindelwald. No, they don't really know who it is, but you know it's fucking him. So, and then it's like, okay, so I'm not saying we need to have him, like, fuck on screen. But I would like a one-off comment or something, like, shit, I loved that guy, or what did I ever see in that guy? You know, something. Not where the director's like, no, we're gonna show, in fact, we're gonna go so in the opposite direction that now everyone's pissed off that Nagini's Asian.
the snake's Asian?
Yeah, the snake's an Asian lady.
Yeah.
Confirmed?
Confirmed. Confirmed.
Like, she literally is an Asian woman, or she's played by an Asian woman?
She's literally an Asian woman. It's why she's Nagini. Her name is Nagini. And she's played by an Asian woman. But everyone's calling racism. They're like, so wait, the only Asian... They're like, the only Asian woman in your movie is trapped as a snake?
No, we have Choi Chang. Choi Chang.
No, people don't like Choi Chang. You didn't know about that? They hate Cho because her name's racist. That came out. They're like, how dare you have the only openly Asian... I'm like, there's other Asians in Harry Potter. But they're like, but her name is obviously Asian, so that's racist. That's why people hate Cho Chang now.
That to me is, like, kind of a bit of a nitpick, okay? Like, right? Yes, Asian people can have Asian names. Hey, what a shock.
Hey, honey, we're talking about Asian people.
God damn those Asians.
What the fuck?
Those wonderful Asians and their ability to make things.
Thanks, Cody.
Asian-y.
That was not what we were talking about.
You know what that is?
That's a titty.
It is a titty.
Yes. I'm wearing a bra. I'm not naked, but here's...
I mean, everyone's naked under their clothes.
Oh.
And everyone's dead under their skin.
I'm in line with you.
Holly and Zwodiac.
Hello, Holly and Zwodiac.
And Holly's like, everyone's dead under their skin.
Everyone is dead, technically. We're all dying slowly because of air.
Is that your dude? This is my Hubbins, yes.
Hello, Holly. Because I know Zwod knows me.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello.
The Zwodiac.
I'm working on my nervous boy. He's a good boy. He's just got issues.
I can tell he's into some BDSM because of that collar.
No, everybody says that. He just has to wear it because he's a pet.
Really?
Yes.
And what do what are people who are dominated in BDSM called sometimes?
Slaves. And
Pets.
he's not a slave.
But Michelle, he's a pet.
He's not into
But
dog.
honey,
No.
is he into heavy petting?
No, he likes getting his hair brushed in baths.
Oh.
He's based off a golden retriever.
He is a golden retriever. And you know what golden retrievers like? Wagging their tails.
Oh my god. My boy!
I lost my favorite pen.
Oh, careful, there's more ants, so I don't know where to put the bread.
Oh my god.
Damn fucking ants.
I told you they're everywhere. The ants were so desperate, they're crawling into the disposal to get the little bits of food left in the disposal.
Well, they all just died because I turned it on.
Did you just are they spreading now?
Some of them are.
Y'all need some ant spray.
We use ant spray.
ants.
No, we've used ant spray. They come out of the other cracks. They were coming out of our dishwasher this morning.
And there's green slime coming out of the walls.
Die.
Green slime.
Bitches, where are you going? What the fuck?
I had to put the trash can outside on the porch.
Son of a bitch. They
Yep.
got the Captain Crunch.
Did you leave the bag open?
No, it has a clip on it.
That's why I told you to put
You
it.
little fuckers.
I told you to put it in the fridge.
You
Ants don't give a fuck.
cocksucking
Did they swarm into your Captain Crunch?
fucking bastards.
Yeah, they swarmed into his Captain Crunch.
Whoops.
It's basically sugar, so
I know.
yeah.
I'm gonna murder.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, but no, like, you know what's sad, Holly? I'm pretty sure if Lance and Simon met in real life, they'd be bros. Just because they both
Simon
go
is a
through
good
so much
boy. He'd
shit.
be friends with most people.
It's insane. It's like, I'm sure though when he would find out what happens to him, he's like, and freaking Simon's like, so is anything that happened to you? No, God, no. I'm just degraded. Jesus Christ.
Soft boys. I love my soft boys. I'm like, I love Simon so much, but I don't know why I feel the need to just be so mean to my characters. It's written down, but I mean, that's...
I mean, Zwodiac, you want to bring up when we discovered about Vissam, when we made this poor shit?
That we just keep coming up with more ways to traumatize him?
You want to see him? He's also a boy. We have a common. You have to show Holly. Show Holly the traumatized boy.
Trauma.
I just love when characters get mentally unsound. It makes me-
Exactly. It's terrible.
It's like, now you know my life, bitch. Wanting to die every day, relatable. I don't trust somebody who wears all white. He's got something fucked up going on.
Well, okay, he was. His mom is fucking evil. Like, I don't want to say she's nuts, because she's not nuts. She's just evil.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like she doesn't know what she's doing.
Yeah, because she does know what she's doing, and she's just like, if you fuck up, I'll just make another one.
Yep.
That's a good attitude.
And
I wish my mom had that attitude about me. Oh wait, she had 6 kids.
Oh right, I keep forgetting about that. Jesus.
I was the last.
You are the sole survivor.
Sorry, I'll stop making like sad but fairly accurate jokes.
It's fine. Yeah, no, and so we decided that his sister is gonna be Satan. She's like, she would be like if Darla Dimple was actually evil. Because Darla Dimple's just fucking racist.
No, but you see, the reason why he wears all white is because he refused to like wear anything other than the straitjacket he got when he ran away and turned himself into an asylum.
Oh, that is gonna be so fucking nasty looking. Oh, gross.
What?
What if it gets like too small? Like he's just,
One.
you know, he grows
It was
a little,
just that originally,
and eventually it's a G-string.
Ew!
Stop! That's not what
Sorry.
he meant.
That's so
Sorry, Holly.
You tell me things and I will say them.
No, it's because he didn't want. He was scared to wear anything else. So,
yeah,
someone
so
made
my
a
character
gesture
had to
of
like,
nicer.
yeah, be like, here. It's like my one character who wears a straight jacket, and everyone's like, so you just like not wear pants? She's like, no, I'm naked under this, and they're just like, oh, that's disgusting.
I'm scared of those because the constriction just makes me feel like I will die immediately. I'm just like, this is, I don't see how people ever like this. This is, because some people like that shit with, like...
You look like such a prince, but you're not.
I love Prince. Dude, that's what I'm working on, this vampire thing. Huh?
Yeah. What?
Where'd the honey go?
I put it in the trash can. Did the ants destroy the honey?
No, what? The one I left outside.
Did it move?
It's not there.
I didn't touch it. No one's been
Uh-oh.
here.
You didn't.
You left it
ghosts.
outside?
I told you. It's the dead lady upstairs. I found out that my neighbor upstairs died like 3 months before we moved in here.
Oh,
Nice.
lovely.
Get in a Ouija board. Say, what's up? What's up,
No.
Cletus?
What's up, Cletus?
I had to, like, I stuttered for a second because I couldn't think of an old lady name. I was gonna say, like, I was gonna say something, like, really stupid. I was like, okay, that's not a lady name. What's up, Bart?
Cletus is a baby name.
Cletus is... Well, I guess everybody just thinks Cletus the fetus, but... It's a girl name, I think.
I've
Oh, wait,
never
or is
heard
it?
Cody, is Cletus a boy name or a girl name?
Let me look this shit up.
I thought
It's
Cletus.
a guy's name? I
It's a
fucked up
guy's
twice.
Also, I just came up with a great name.
What? Oh, I have mango tea and peach tea.
But
It's
honey,
on sale.
but
What?
honey, Cletus the fetus.
She just said Cletus the fetus. Moth. Moth.
Where? Fuck you! Didn't we have a conversation with her like there's no bugs in this place?
Yeah.
There are more bugs
No,
in
we
this place?
we signed a contract saying everything was fucking sprayed, and none of this shit was at Nana's house, so we didn't bring this shit here.
No, not ants and not moths.
It's because ants respect contracts until
no.
you do it.
Holly's like, ants respect contracts until your first month's rent. That's what Holly just said.
She is ridiculously accurate with that.
I know.
That was shockingly accurate. Because I just paid the first month's rent.
I know.
And then the ants appeared.
Now the ants came.
And then the
Hey
ants
there,
came.
Beans. You're a shithead.
I just love that my freaking landlord lady. Oh, and our garbage disposal doesn't work.
That does.
Oh, that's nice. So then now you have more fucking dirty food everywhere for
Well, I mean,
ants to get to.
You said that it fucking spews everything out under it.
Thus it leaks. It does operate and it spins and grinds up ants, but
It spins and grinds up the ants.
That's my Tuesday night.
And quote.
I mean, ants are mostly made of dirt anyway.
Ants are mostly water. So, I
Holly
mean,
said ants are mostly water.
so you can
Yeah,
just go to town,
that too.
eat some ants.
There's dirt and water.
Have you seen like those
Ants
crazy
eat the
like African ants that kill people?
Yeah, they terrify me. They like turn people into hives.
I
What color?
I
What color
low-key-
should I make his pants?
Ooh,
They turn
that's a
people
good
into
question.
hives. What color should I make his pants?
Baby blue.
Conversations only you
What?
have with
I was
yourself.
gonna say blue too.
Baby blue.
Okay, boo pants it is.
Oh my
Blue.
god, he's got blue pants.
I like light blue. I think it's cute.
Because I'm terrible. The goth in me is always like, give these bitches black, and I'm like, no, Michelle, stop it.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many characters I realized, like, I had, like, it was so hard designing Lorelai's outfit. Because she loves bright colors, and I'm like, I can't put black on you.
I like. I feel so stupid because all my characters just wear like sort of normal outfits. They never, except for Reese. All of them. Reese is the exception to a lot of things.
Yeah, but Reese is a hoe. We've talked about this last night.
He's ho and he's emo, so it gives me. I can just put anything stupid on him and I'm okay with it.
He's hoe and he's emo. I like that.
Lovely.
I really want to put those really embarrassing like 2005 armbands on him, but I'm trying to think of
No.
when I can.
No, do it. You have to.
I have to think of like when I can put those on because
Fuck, I'm
those
giving you white shoes.
those saucy
Yeah,
looking
it's my
motherfuckers
aesthetic.
were so gross. Arm socks.
I mean, I had them, so I also had the trip pants, so like Cody found that like really fucked up. Like, look at this early 2000s goth meme, and I'm like, I wore literally all of this shit. My boy, it looks like you have socks on.
Maybe
Oh,
he
that's-
does. Don't judge.
That's what I was gonna say though. With this vampire thing, I can draw all the clothes that I like to draw, which is just like, oh, Victorian bullshit. Oh, they're gonna
That's what
be
I'm
taking the
saying.
clothes off in 2 seconds, but
They gonna fuckle.
Holy shuckle, they're fuckling.
I would hate to live in like any
What
time
the
period
fuck?
before the 1800s, because all those layers would just suck ass, and then it's hot outside.
Yeah, all the layers with no air conditioning. Okay, now I get to draw his master. I have to find her reference. Because it's on my phone. Where is she? Her name is
My mom.
Thea.
Hey, Beans. Don't you do that to my couch, you motherfucker.
We don't have a couch.
Yeah, but in the future you better not do it to the couch.
Wait, I thought you were getting the couch tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Thursday.
I mean, on the weekend.
Yeah?
I thought you were working on your car this weekend.
I'm doing both. I can do both.
Okay, well, I love you.
We'll go get the couch tomorrow on Friday.
Wait, I can't help you move the couch. I'm a weak bitch. You know this.
Did I say you would have to?
You said we. We means
Oh
two
my
people.
shit, fuck, babe.
Lift things. Use your sick gains.
I can lift things that aren't a fucking couch.
You're a fucking couch.
I wish I was a couch.
You
'Cause-
have-
My mom makes
I
me
got
lift all
ass.
furniture, so I am usually the move this bitch. I had to move an entire cedar cabinet all the way fucking upstairs.
You moved a cedar cabinet by yourself.
Ooh.
Yup. You know what you do? Really hope it doesn't fall down and kill you.
I mean, yeah, I would assume so.
It's scary.
Sounds flawless.
So, okay, Holly, in your vampire AU, which one's the vampire and which one's the human? Or is he a
Oates is
werewolf?
the vampire.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I thought, like, you know, the one that literally has fangs already wouldn't be shocking to be a vampire.
Ugh. So, okay, because this is me, and this is where my mind goes. Since Oates is the vampire, are you gonna make him, like, drink blood out of his dick?
What?
I-
The fuck?
No, because, like, logic, because like, that's where your blood goes.
What?
Like,
Logic is what?
No, when you get a boner, your blood goes to your dick, and if you're a
I
vampire,
know
you're
that.
gonna want to eat that.
You gonna
I swear to
want
fucking
that
God,
dick.
this happens every time I talk to you. We
That's-
say something like this.
You're very
You're
welcome,
gonna-
Holly.
You're gonna want to eat that dick.
I don't know though. Like if I want to do that because
Does Holly want to eat that dick as a vampire?
no, I mean because Cromans have different dicks than human dick, so it's
But I
gonna
mean,
look weird.
I mean, for the AU, or is he or for the AU, is he still an alien?
You glitch a little.
God. Okay, hold on.
Oh,
What?
No, I have to come back.
What the?
Hello?
hello.
What I was trying to say was, for the AU, is he human? Is Atlas human, or is he still
No.
an alien?
Nope. It's just like vampires in their fiction. Because I felt like if I change it like too much, it'll look really fucking weird. I don't know. Adding ears just to a character who's an alien, like human ears, looks fucking wrong.
I mean, it's okay. That's how I feel when I was like, when I had to look up races, like, to make my monsters and stuff. I'm like, I can't give you a human penis. That's just weird. And then it's like, and then I have to go down this rabbit hole I wasn't expecting to go down.
What's up, Binky boy?
I don't know.
What kind of dress do you have again? Okay,
It's just gonna be a basically cosplay gay vampire
That's my
bullshit.
hand,
It's
you asshole.
cosplay gay bullshit. Nice.
Cosplaying gay bullshit.
pretty
I
much.
enjoy Cody's commentary in the background.
They love your commentary in the background, by the way.
Who, me?
Yes. Oh yeah, I forgot Thea got the titty.
Ow! Fucker, that's my hand! What the hell?
You're the
I'm
one.
petting you, you shitlord.
You know that he beats.
He's gonna get fucking beat.
So you gave him a duck penis? No! No!
Shit talking is going on now.
No, they're like, because someone asked, like, wait, so then what kind of penis does your dude have? And so someone's like, does he have a duck penis?
Ah!
No, just
No
okay.
corkscrew dick.
Just go to like
got your
Bad
foot,
Wagon
fucker.
and go to the
What are you
weird
gonna
dick
do?
section, and he's got weird dick.
Is it a tentadick, or is it like one of those horse dicks?
He's got
It's like a tentacle.
dick.
Okay. He got a tentapene.
Yes, okay? It's not a corkscrew. It's nothing that weird. That would be gross.
That would also be like one of those, like, you have to think about it when you're drawing it, and you're just like, I don't want to think about this. But now because of physics of a porn comic, I have to.
Well, it would be internal most of the time. So, like...
Oh, he's got a peen pouch! Okay, I love characters with those. I don't know why they always make me laugh.
No, I'm saying if you had a duck dick, it would. I'm not doing that. No. I want, like, real dick. Wait, you can put that on my record. Oh my god.
Taking yourself a deeper grave now.
I know. It's just getting better and better.
I hit the vein on that one. That was a good one. Alright.
Holly, god damn it.
Alrighty. The writing stuff like this is just like, how can I not write a pun but also write a pun?
I got food.
You gotta leave?
Yeah, I'll be, if you're still stramming when I get back, I'll jump back in, but yeah.
Alright.
Bing.
I might be. I pretty much after I get Thea sketched and base colored out, I'll probably end. Cause I gotta
I have to make food too.
I gotta do legal shit. Yay.
What do you have to do?
Picking out a fucking health insurance plan. What the hell?
Oh! I thought we had to, like, transfer stuff. I didn't know we're picking one.
Yeah, we're just picking out what fucking coverage we want and then sending that in. That's all we're doing.
Oh my god, Twisted Disaster and Holly Brown are insulting dicks. 1000% proof.
Oh my god, Michelle, you're such a sexist bitch.
I'm a sexist, I'm a racist, I hate trans people.
God damn those transmissions.
Oh my god.
I
prefer manuals over automatics.
God damn it, Cody.
I am being fairly careful with my language as I do not want to offend.
I mean, Holly, I don't give two fucks, so you can say what you want on my channel.
Holly prefers small penises confirmed.
She can say nothing.
It's not about the size, it's how you use it.
Oh,
yeah, but
if you got size and you know how to use it, what then?
Well, then
then you're just an alpha.
Yeah, then you go to heaven. What the fuck? Like, what does that mean? then
you go to heaven?
Yeah.
You're born with a big dick and you go to heaven? Does this imply that everyone with a big dick is dead?
I mean, okay, so there is the guy with the world's largest penis. Whenever he gets an erection, he passes out.
You told me this.
Yeah, I know, because I love it. The poor fucker passes out because of blood loss. So he can't ever have sex.
In this thumbnail, I drew, like, oats kissing oats because I wasn't paying attention.
Wait, let me see.
It's, okay, hold on, let me take a photo of it. It's fucking dumb. Okay, hold on. I don't know if you can even decipher my fucking thumbnails, but it's, you know, the two humans. But okay, hold on. Where, how? Okay. I'm so dumb. I do that all the time in my thumbnails, though. I'll, like, draw a character, and I'll, like, reverse the positions of which characters where. So I do that with clothes a lot, which, you know, you notice with the C's comic where Herschel's fucking shirt color changes. But
oh my god, his shirt color changes and you forgot to paint his nail polish in.
I painted it on most panels, just not every panel. Why aren't you uploading? Go, baby. Go. It's thinking about it. Okay, there it goes. My thumbnails are literally just garbage, so you can't even really tell what's going on.
It's okay. I mean, this is just these are bio pictures. They're not doing anything. It's just like, this is what the characters look like. Let me see this.
I like bio pages. I think they're cool. They're my favorite pages in any manga.
Blush you.
What?
It's what you put. It's what you put. No, that was Cody.
Oh.
That my husband makes noises. He's like me.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, my nose.
It done spooked me. I thought it was a cat.
You spooked her. She thought it was a cat, Cody. Okay, Thea. Time to make you like decent human size now. Because I know you're shorter than Lance. You're like about... I don't care, I think. Yeah, that's
Oh
right.
my goodness.
My spine.
Your spleen?
Oh, no, my spine. Sorry.
Oh.
I always say my spine.
God, I love sheeps. They're the only dog that I feel like is a good dog, other than German Shepherds.
Shiba Inus are hard because apparently one of Cody's old coworkers had one, and he said the only downside to having a sheep is they constantly try to check dominance, so they will pretend that they forgot their training to see if you'd let it slide, and they'd be like, "That's right, now I'm alpha, bitch."
Oh my god.
So you have to fuck their shit up.
Yeah,
regularly.
like every time. Because if you show a little bit of
On the
resistance,
opposite side, it's the most well-behaved dog I've ever seen in my life.
well, yeah, because it's
They're
constantly being checked.
Yeah. Hello, Banks. I need to check you and throw you into a window.
What?
I just love how they do
He's
little
a fucking
dances.
asshole.
Yes,
Anthole?
He had no reason to fucking walk in my face last night in the morning when I was waking up. But he fucking did. He had water, and he had food, and I threw his ass into the hamper.
Cody, it's because you threw him in the hamper?
Unintentionally!
There's no clothes in the hamper!
Well,
So you just put him in a black cage!
Yeah, and he's fucking black. What do you want?
What the fuck? What?
Cat racist. Confirmed.
Catsist.
I am catsist, yes.
Well, technically, literally every shelter has a bunch of cat racists. Sad face, all
I
the black
know.
cats unadopted.
I know.
I like black cats.
Dinky boy.
I mean, Binks
Their
is a...
fur doesn't blend in as
Yeah.
much.
He's my
Like,
dinky boy.
Casper lays on you and you're
Dinky
fucked.
boy. Look at your toes. Give me your cute little toes.
Oh, I made your eyes too fucking big.
Give me your toes, you little fucker.
Gotta shrink him down. Don't play with his beans!
I'm gonna play with his beans because he's a queen.
What?
He's also my beans.
My bean.
My bean.
Why don't you love me, bitch?
My boy.
My boy.
Let's see. Should I have your little fangies poking out? I'll have your little fangies
Mr.
poking out.
Dinky boy. He's my
He's so
dinky
cute.
boy.
Look at your boy. He smile. I
He,
see
well,
the corner there.
well, he likes his master. His master is like, he has a huge crush on her, and she's just like, oh, you're so cute.
Oh, my cute little slave boy.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you're a dog.
I mean, I shouldn't say anything. I'm literally writing a story where characters is like.
It's okay. It's okay.
I think they're interesting. Well, I mean, I've explained this before. It's basically Oran High School Host Club.
Wait, you really?
Yeah, because he's paying off his debt.
Oh,
So he's
I-
working for the military.
I didn't know that was. Oh my god.
Because when you think about it, if he can lift a truck, why the fuck would he listen to anybody?
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Like,
It's like I can bench press all of y'all.
but he's just like, you know what? I respect authority. I don't know. It's just in my nature. You kind of have to have just like willful ignorance on that.
Did you stream the wedding? No, we did not. Sorry. We had too much time and the ceremony was like 15 minutes. And our officiant was very nice, but he was nervous and he forgot to tell everybody to sit the fuck down. So everybody was standing during our entire ceremony.
He's my binky boy. You're my stinky boy.
Your face is not proportionate, the,
He is my binky.
God damn it. I have to scrunch up your face just a little bit. There we go. And you gotta give you those dick sucking lips.
Wow.
Them DSLs.
Yeah.
Michelle, can I have this?
What?
It's a $2 million supercar.
Do we have $2 million?
I mean, eventually we will.
Then when we eventually have $2 million, yes.
Yay!
Dude.
So beautiful.
I think about having millions of dollars all the time and what I would do with it.
Right? Oh,
There are so many dumb rich people things that you can get that I would just have so much fun with.
I made this bitch's titty in like her fucking collarbone.
But
I
don't
mean,
you have collar titties?
That's where it goes. I mean, duh.
No, titty don't go in the collarbone. I mean, she's wearing like a lifted corset, but
The corset lifts them up
Don't
to
you
our
know
eyebrows.
all titties are basically up to your chin? Confirmed.
I mean, okay, to be fair, my wedding dress gave me like uber mega titty.
All of the tits. All of the
I
time.
mean, they want you to like push them so you basically can't
The
breathe,
handle is going
but
to
they look
town.
like a good
Which
rack.
one?
That was.
It's a woodwick. It crackle.
It goes.
It's what the asthma artists always use.
Asthma?
You know,
oh,
ASMR.
ASMR.
ASMR, yeah.
Okay, I've never heard somebody say that out loud.
Yeah, that's what I call it. I'm like, oh, those beautiful asthmers. Okay, gotta be down like. There's the titty. Still got some pretty jubblies going on, but Thea's supposed to be thick, so. And not like rose quartz thick, but like thick.
I'm struggling to understand what people's terminology of thick is, because I've seen people who are like literally stick thin but just have a butt be called thick, and I'm like,
No, for me,
Like-
thick is when you thick. It's like you got some meat on your bones. Like Marilyn Monroe is thick,
But Banks.
but she's on like the low spectrum of thick.
like what?
From what I've seen,
Where does it come from thick to just obese? Like when does that
I
happen?
think this sounds terrible to fucking say, but I think it's like once you get to roll territory, then you're not thick anymore. Because like whenever I see like the stereotype thick is they're really 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 dense, but there's no rolls, and I'm like there's collagen in there somewhere. Because you're not that wide without rolls. That just doesn't make sense. Because it's never muscle. It's just like dense.
I will never be like slim though. I feel like I'm just going to perpetually have a fat roll because I've always had one, and I'm like I'm never gonna be slim thick. I'm just gonna be fat.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that either. I mean, I know I'm never gonna be skinny. That's why I'm like high school weight. That's my goal. Go back to being high school chubbo.
Well, like even when I was like 130, I still had like a stomach roll, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, I think that's just it. And like, what I think is funny is some people are like, oh my god, when I sit down and lean, I have a stomach roll. I'm like, yeah, bitch, so does everybody.
No, I mean like straight up, it looks like a cutoff, like you're fat, and then just like it's straight up a roll. Because like it's not like you're a crease from when your body is folding into itself. It's like you're just fat.
Holy, this is now our second holiday we've streamed together. Because we streamed on Thanksgiving. We streamed on fucking 4th of July.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, remember every time a firework went off, we all screamed America.
Oh yeah.
America.
Well, it's like raining here, so I kind of doubt there's going to be any trick-or-treaters. So.
Lucky, I love rain. We don't have any rain. Right around what time is it? It's almost 5. It's gonna be hell.
It's 6:42 right now in the Texas.
In the Texas.
Yeah.
Honey.
No.
You know what I'm gonna say?
No.
Yeet.
Honey?
No.
What am I gonna ask?
Fucking I don't know.
Rude.
You're gonna have
Question, do vampires and ticks and turns fix their pets? Yeah, some do. In fact, that's actually a joke that Theo's dad tries doing earlier. It's like, oh, we should get him fixed. You know, they get rowdy when they're males. And then she's like, no, what if I want to breed him? He looks so cute. And Thea, fuck. And Lance is just like, Lance is just like, I don't know what any of this means.
That's sad. Aw.
He's a sheltered boy. Like, that's why he loves fucking romance movies. Because, like, it's great. There's a scene where, like, she goes out with some of her friends to go see, like, I named it something differently, but it's pretty much knockoff Titanic. And, like, they're all just, like, gabbing through the movie, and he's just, like, super invested in it. And he's just, like, eating popcorn and, like, having the best time of his life. And then, when the guy dies, he just starts fucking crying, and they're like, Thea, your pet's, like, getting emotional. And she's like, Lance, what's wrong? He's like, but he did everything for her. And he just died!
I mean, that's what happens, bro.
Yeah, and then it's just like that. Yeah, he's dead. And he's just like, but what? I don't like this movie.
That's cute.
Yeah.
And sad.
I know. So it's great, because like when they get home, she pretty much has like a steampunky version of like a TV, and so she puts on like a knockoff Disney movie for him. She's like, here, watch this. And he just is like, I like this. This makes me happy. He's a good boy. Like, I'm not kidding when I say that. How does breeding humans work? I mean, same way it does in, like, think of puppy farms, but with people.
Tell them to fuck.
Pretty much.
Although with animals, it's a lot easier. You just put them near each other.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, like they have like drugs they'd give him to be like, okay, see, they pretty much like this doesn't happen to him, but like they talk about where they pretty much like shoot a male up with Viagra and they throw him with a human girl and they're just like, okay, breed, and then in 9 months, hopefully we get a good looking kid.
Hopefully, if not, it's out of here.
Pretty much, it's like if not, okay, they go to like either a farm,
the baby bin,
or they go to like an auction. Because they also don't want babies because they're pets, but they're also slaves. So like, Lance is technically a pet over a servant, so he gets a lot more liberties than like a maid does. So he doesn't have to clean up after himself and stuff.
He's not even an indentured servant, so he's just like some fucking human living doing nothing.
No, yeah, it's great because like there's this scene really early on where like she servant. She gets him a bed, and she's like, this is yours, and he's like, it's mine, and he just, like, fucking, like, rolls around in it, and he's just really happy.
You know, like, those like, slave movies where, like, there's one bitch-ass slave who, like, rats all the other slaves out? That would be me. I would be the bitch-ass slave. Like, I would not put up with that.
Yeah, you're just like, no, what the fuck, none of this.
What? No, if we're gonna be slaves, we're all gonna be slaves. None of this.
Yeah. No, and that kind of happens, like, in their house, because they're rich people, so, like, Lance meets other humans that are, like, literally slaves, and it's like, he's like, oh, what are they? And then she's like, are they pets too? And she's like, no, that's the help.
I feel like that psychology is so fucked up. Like, I know it's literally happened in real life, but,
yeah.
Like, the idea of, like, what a slave thinks in terms of payment must be so fucked. They're like, wait, why did you pay this person to do this? What? You paid money for something a slave could do?
I mean, they don't really go through that, but, like, so, how do I word this? Like, 'cause I have to be very careful not to spoil stuff, so, pretty much how it works is, like, the slaves, like, they get, in a way, they kind of have more rights than pets do. So, like, they can send the slave to go shopping, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, the difference is, like, because Lance has his collar and everything, so it's like, if Lance was to run away, he could get put in, like, a doggy pound, but for people. And then, compared to, like, if a slave runs away, they're like, oh, you don't have a pet collar, you're not a pet, we can just, kill you.
Oh, okay, joyful.
Yeah, so it's one of those, like, okay, you gotta come back from the store at exactly this time, or, we'll always just replace you.
You're dead.
Yeah. And then, like, Thea's dad is, like, he's kind of an asshole, but, like, he's the asshole, like,
he's kind of an asshole owned slaves.
Well, like, how do I say this? He's an asshole, and, like, he's not the stereotypical, like, I hate all humans because humans are like you see in vampire stories. He's just like, we're better than them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to constantly remind them of that.
Well, I mean, like, if you look at IRL slaves, yeah, it was basic. Wait, somebody's, like, literally mentioning that in the fucking comments. Like, eugenics, yeah. Like, we basically breed them to be a certain thing.
Yeah.
Which is really fucked up, but it's true. Like, that's literally what we did here in the US, too.
Yeah.
We'd be like, okay, this beefy person, go with this beefy person, so we can make one big beef.
Yeah.
And then you can move things for me.
Yeah.
With efficiency.
I know, and that's why, like, her dad was confused. It's like, why didn't you just want to go with a breeder? Why'd you want to go with a shelter dog? And she's like, well, my friend got one, and he's really loyal and nice, and I want one. And then he's like, okay, it's your birthday. And then she just, she sees him in there, and then she's like, I want that one.
Thank you, boy.
And he's just so, I love him. You gotta find fucking hands, because I don't know how to do your fucking hands, Thea, god damn it.
I know that you started this stream with drawing the hand backwards, and I swear to fucking God, I do that so often that
I hate it. Like... I hate it so much. I do it all the fucking time.
Sometimes it's annoying, though, because people, when they read my comic, they're like, that hand is backwards. And I will stare at the picture. I'll stare at the comic page for like 3 hours checking, and I'm like, bitch, it's from behind. It's not backwards. you're trying to convince me to fuck it up. And you would have gotten away with it too if I wasn't crazy.
Okay, so honey, do you want Uber Eats and I pay, or do you want a pizza for dinner?
It's a tough one.
I know, right?
I mean, I'm down for either one. Let's see what's on Uber, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. Here, use my... Oh, wait, I need my phone.
Well, finish your thing, so...
Alright.
Finish your Stram, and then we'll get dinner.
Alright. I get health insurance! Yay!
Nice. Get that insurance.
You gotta do the
Oh,
4
my
fingers,
Lord.
bitch. I'll fix this hand later. I fucked up Lance's hand, so... Honey, just make sure whatever you play doesn't have music in it, okay?
No.
Oh,
You're
yeah, I do
seeing
not like this
sleep.
hand placement, like, at fucking all. Oh my god, it's fucking backwards, that's why. God damn it!
What the hell, woman?
I drew the hand backwards.
You
Put your
are
hands in the
fucking weird.
position in which
That's
you
what I
want
just
them.
did. I know, I just did that because I'm looking at a reference and I'm like, wait, why does it look weird? And then I'm doing it to myself and I'm like, no, they go in towards the body.
What's really funny is if you do like some kind of like sexy
Wait,
scene
what?
and like you got the hand backwards, it's so fucking
Your
stupid.
hands go in your body when they're
Yeah.
inside. They go out of your body when they're outside.
Yeah. That's what you do.
So I had this hand be like this. Yeah, I fucked up.
I done fucked
Because
up.
it looks good, and then you look at it, you're like, no, this looks slightly off. Why does this look off? And then you're like, oh, that's why.
Hello, baby boy. Hello, baby boy. Hello, baby boy.
Wait, what'd you say? Sorry.
What, me?
Yeah.
I said okay.
Oh.
Head out, fucker.
Oh,
I was
so
petting you.
I'll fix your fucking hand later, Thea. This is just a placement for right now.
Okay, somebody asked, do you guys study eugenics and imperialist history and
Well,
sociology? I think it's an allegory outside of practical reality is an interesting approach.
Mr.
So basically he's asking, like, are you basing slaves on, like, our world and, like, the history from our world, or are you just kind of, like,
Yeah.
changing slaves?
Yeah, mostly from our world, this is true. But I'm also changing a few things around because I had to think of it like, because back when, we had slaves and stuff, we also didn't eat them. So I'm like, that's something else I had to think about. So that's why I'm like, so it's like, it's a weird power dynamic. So, like, Thea's family's one of the rare ones that, like, has human slaves because her dad technically runs a farm. And so it's one of those, like, well, I mean, this way we get free food. My mind for the logic is, at least for Thea's family, is it's like, when you're a farmer and you have excess stock, you just take it home. So he does that, but with people.
Wow.
Okay.
So, like, there's actually a great scene where, like, she bites Lance for the first time, and she's like, I'm hungry, and he's like, oh, what do you want? And she's like, and he's like, no, what do you want? And she's just like, are you serious? And he's like, yeah, I'll go get it. What do you want? And she's just like, okay, pull your hair back. And he's like, I'm very confused. What's happening right now? I was like, just pull your hair back.
I just want a snack.
Yeah, and that's what she said. And and then he's just like, okay.
I'm sorry. Can I make a quick joke?
No, go ahead. I don't care.
That feel when the only food in the house is you the snack.
Yeah.
Nice, sorry.
No,
Had
it's
to do
fine.
it.
And then she takes a bite out, and he really likes it. And like, since he doesn't know what it is, he gets like really confused. He's just like, oh, I like that. And so it's funny because he ends up getting kind of jealous when she starts eating. Like, no, she doesn't eat people. When she starts feeding on other people, he's like, it's my job.
I want to be the apparent blood bag.
It's like sad though because someone else bites him, and he's like, oh no, this person's mean. It's like he's like, their fangs are too big, and she's just like, the fangs were big? How would it feel like? And he's like, it hurt. What is that?
I like to imagine it makes like an apple bite sound. I know that's nasty, but like that's what I like to imagine.
I hate that. I hate that because there's an anime where they do that, and I hate it so much.
Nice. I hate a lot of anime sound effects because they they're so uncomfortable. Like I remember in Naruto, this pissed me off to no end. They would make this like leather glove sound when they'd close their fist, and I'm like, in what world?
Oh my god, it was a leather glove sound. I never realized that.
It pissed me off so much. It would frequently just like, oh, and it like anytime they would clench their fist, which was all the time. So you'd hear like this, like it was just so intense.
Oh, I gotta make him smaller. God damn it, Thea.
Yeah, but the slaves in Chroma Prince, they're more or less like just indentured servants, like people from other like either universes or galaxies or whatever, because it's fucking science fiction bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh well, this country just fucked us over, and they basically are either you turn into a slave and you pay it off slowly over time, or you starve to death. So you know. It's a sad reality, but I feel like... Which do you
want to do?
I feel like that's, like, the nature of... Well, I would say humans, but they're not human. Yeah. But that's what happens a lot of the time. Fucked up shit. But not, like, you know, whipping slaves. I'm not a huge fan of that.
No, and that's something, like... Again, they actually have, like, an ASPCA of pet ownership that shows up. And so, like...
I'm sorry. That's so dumb. But funny.
I know, that's why I put it in there. Because they're like, you can't just abuse your pets. That's a crime. And so, she's really good. Like, because one of her friends is, like, a fucking bitch. And so, she really abuses her pets. And I based one of her friends off of that, like, really spoiled brat who, like, always got, you know, like, animals and then just got rid of them a week later. Or just dumped them on their parents or something.
Dude, I knew so many people like that, and I wanted to murder them.
I know, I hated it. And so Thea's like, wait, why do you have so many? And she's like, oh, you know, I get tired. They smell eventually. And she's like, all you have to do is bathe them. And then Lance is just there. And she's like, you bathe Lance? And she's like, well, yeah. And he loves baths. And he's like, I love baths. Like I said, he's a good boy. What are you listening to, Cody?
Who knows? Oh my god. I'm trying to decide how I'm going to make this not just a bunch of puns about vampires, and it's not working. I've written like 6 puns already. It's 24 pages.
What are some of your puns? I need to hear this.
Okay, let me go back. I guess I'm not hungry, just thirsty.
God damn it. Holly!
You know, basically a bunch of that, just like 6 times over. I'm stupid.
Bitch be a thought.
I might take that one out and put it in the main comic, because I think it's funny, and it's actually relevant to a scene that's coming up in the main comic, so I might cut that out. It's weird because it would be a different context in the main story, but I don't fucking care.
You'll make it work. You can do it, I believe.
I just think it's stupid enough for people to laugh at. So, I don't know. I've mentioned this a lot of times, but I don't really like that super serious, sexy stuff. I think it's stupid. I mean, I'd like for you to laugh at it.
Well, that's what I tell people too. I mean, sex is funny. Very rarely is sex sexy. It's fucking hilarious. See, there you go, like my husband.
Plus, Oates
Honey,
is just a cringe.
But you do make me laugh, and I make you laugh. You can't say we don't. Honey?
Yeet!
Okay.
Yeet. Oh my goodness.
I love Lance. He's too precious. He is. And I should say this. He doesn't, like, snap and kill somebody. Because I can tell a lot of people, I told my friend about it, and they're like, oh, so let me guess, he's gonna, like, snap and kill her dad or something, right? I'm like, no! That's not in his nature.
Hold on, I'm gonna send you a picture.
Oh god.
Sorry, I'm wasting all my time on dumb shit, but I gotta send this. It's, very important. Me.
I'm so scared. Are you going to post this picture online? Yes, I am, when I finish them. What? Oh, Zwodiac's back. What? Or is it you? Oh, here you go.
I'm certified, bitch. It's not even that funny. I just think it's fucking dumb enough to make me laugh, so. You should be proud of me. I had several pictures of fat animals on my computer and I didn't send them to you.
Do you have more fat animal pictures that I need to see?
Oh, I had a video earlier. Let me try to find it. It was so funny.
Yes.
It's this really obese cat running towards the camera. It's funny.
Oh no! Also, yes, I am gonna post these online. Since I'm almost done writing it, I want to do more Ticks and Turns content so I can, like, get people hyped for it. Because all I do is mark shit right now. Cough, cough.
Okay, how can I share this? Okay.
Just send me a link and I'll watch after the stream.
It's like on Tumblr, though. I don't know how to link Tumblr bullshit. Fuck you, Tumblr.
I thought you got rid of Tumblr.
I got rid of a blog on Tumblr. I didn't get rid of my Tumblr.
Oh, okay.
I guess I should have... I didn't really specify that. Okay, hold on. How do I fucking... I hate this website as I go on it and look at Fat Cat running. How do you do this?
I need help sending obese cat.
They're my favorite. Like, there should be a way to share shit. Like, this is dumb. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's like random person's Tumblr. I don't even know who this person is, but... Okay. Yeah, what I do on Tumblr, this is why I deleted a bunch of stuff, is that I used to... Well, I used to be a blog hoarder, and everybody might get pissed off that I'm saying this. I would just steal URLs. I would, like, wait for URLs that are funny to be open, and I would just take them so nobody can have them but me.
Really?
Yeah, so I had, like, close to, like, 200 URLs that I wasn't using anything for, but I like having them.
Oh my god. I never knew this about you, Holly. I'm learning so much. Okay.
And I also had a lot of, like, roleplay blogs that I was, like, trying not to delete because they're really old, and I'm like, it's like memories, but I decided to get rid of those too. And blogs that I know I'm never gonna keep.
Alright. Now the only downside is I have to give her, like, white fucking skin. Because Lance is pretty pale because he, you know, stays inside all the time and doesn't get a lot of sunlight. Like, it's great. There's a point where he gets, like, a checkup, and they're like, oh, he's really low on vitamin D, and then Thea's like, well, what do you want me to do about it? And they're like, you gotta get him a sun lamp! And so he gets, like, a special little room in the house so he can just soak up sun in.
Aww.
He can't go outside?
Well, no, he's a pet. Leaving your dog outside in the sun is mean, and so that's what Thea thinks of it as. She's like, oh no, you'll burn, and he's like, oh, okay, I'll just stay inside then. I'll have my lamp. Hello?
Hello, sorry, I didn't fucking respond right away.
It's okay.
Dude, I want a sun lamp. You know how good those are for you?
Yeah.
They're expensive, though.
Oh, yeah.
They're like $150.
But she rich, so it okay. Let's see, now, what color is your fucking hair? Oh my god,
that's why he's so pasty.
Who, him?
Yeah, that's what somebody's saying in the comments.
Yeah, he's supposed to be really pasty. And her skin
well, I mean,
is
also,
yeah.
If you, like, you know, are drinking somebody's blood, he's probably just gonna be anemic. Like,
no, that is a great thing, because they, like, feed him a lot of really good food for his blood, so he gets, like, all these... He's pretty much used to, you know, again, based off shelter dogs, so it's like, oh, I went from, like, you know, the basic bitch animal food to, like, now I get, like, steak.
That's so fucked up.
It's so true, though. Like, I remember we went to a shelter once when we were looking at cats to adopt, and, like, they didn't even have IAMS. We were like, what is this? Like, oh, it's donated pet food, and, like, we looked it up online, and, like, half of it had, like, what?
No, I fucking accidentally, like, turned off the mic for, like, 2 seconds.
Oh.
I heard what you were saying, I'm dumb.
I love him. Everyone loves him. Yes, love my boy.
I just, whenever you say something fucked up, I can just imagine a situation where it's more fucked up, and I'm like, should I say this? Should
No,
I
go
not?
ahead. Go ahead. I've probably thought of it myself.
Okay, so they just like fucking drop a expired can of tuna on the fucking floor, like, eat your slop eater.
I mean,
like,
that actually kind of does happen.
aww.
Like, he talks about it where it's like, he's like, oh, this isn't like the paste I get to eat. And she's like, paste? Because, you know, she's a rich bitch who's had a golden spoon in her mouth her whole life. And she's like, what? You don't eat paste? Paste is for gluing. And then she's like, I'm gonna take you out and like take you to like one of those like doggy cafes where he gets to sit like with other pets, and he's like, I get to sit with them like I'm a person.
Oh my god.
I
sad.
feel terrible that I get so much joy out of torturing my boy.
It's funny though. I mean, I shouldn't laugh at that, but I mean, it's sad though.
Well, she eventually sees that like it's pretty bad, and
Does he ever like just see another human and he just like is like, oh fuck, I'm like the privileged one.
oh yeah. It takes him a bit to like get off of the I got adopted high, and then he starts noticing it. Because what really does it is, okay, I guess I can say this. Thea starts dating somebody who is like, he purposefully, like, he's a creep. he's meant to be a creep. He always likes having young pets, and because
Ew.
the blood's fresher. And so there's always these scenes where like
You and you old people with your fucking rank ass blood.
pretty much like he even when they start dating and stuff, he's like, why'd you pick such an old one? And Thea's like, old one, he's my age. And you know, in retrospect, she's a lot older than him because she's a fucking vampire. But he's like, yeah, you know, the younger they are, the fresher they are. He's like, here, try my like 5-year-old. And then Thea's like, I'm not really comfortable with that. And so then he's like, okay, fine. Lance and pet name here, because I don't remember the fucking pet's name. He goes through like 3 of them. And so, and I literally gave him generic names because they're not that important. And he like goes to their rooms, which are like really tiny little rooms that are pretty much like Harry Potter closets. And he's like, this is what you have? And then she's like, yeah, I get my own blanket, my own pillow. And he's like, oh, I at least get a bed. Oh.
That's
So
sad.
that's kind of his like reality moment. Is he's like, oh, not everyone gets the nice stuff. And it's also one of those things like if Thea's dad adopted him over her, his life would be completely different. Because her dad, like I said, he doesn't see them. Like Thea loves him in her own pet master way, not in a kink way.
I feel like that could lead you to like really fucked up shit so easily, but
Oh yeah, trust me.
So I would tread carefully on some of those.
Oh, I know. But I mean, compared to some of the books I've read, I think I'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, anytime I read something about vampires, it's usually fucked up into some capacity. There's always something like icky that I'm like, ew, that's nasty.
Ugh.
I like vampires though.
I know I do too. They don't get enough love.
Well, I don't know. I think they're like one of the most popular like romance bullshit thing.
Well, what I mean is like, cause I base them off of like classic vampires. So there's actually a really funny scene where Thea's like, "Okay, now you have to go inside this building and invite me in."
Yeah.
And he's like, "What? Just go into this building and invite me in," because they kind of have to go investigate something. So they're technically breaking in. And he's like, "But isn't breaking the law illegal?" And she's like, "Lance,
Do as I say, bitch.
just please." And then he does, and she just walks in, and he's like, "I don't get it." And she's like, "It's just a thing we have to do." And because I based it off of like, so if this doesn't happen, but if Thea was to go into somewhere uninvited, she would actually like it would fucking hurt her.
Well, I mean, certain vampire things, I feel like it's just like a take or pick which one you want to like incorporate into your thing.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm not a huge fan of like the Twilight type vampires. I do like when they burn in the sun and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
To me, that's what makes it spooky.
Well, yeah, they can't. It's also like all of the mirrors that they have for mirrors are actually gold-plated mirrors because they can't have silver-plated mirrors. Because that's why vampires don't have reflections, is because back in the olden days, they used to treat mirrors with silver, and vampires can't. Silver's like the demon for all of them. Them and
Those
werewolves.
Are expensive motherfucking mirrors. Oh my god.
I know. Well, that's why I said Thea comes from a really. Her dad runs a farm. It's like that's the most lucrative job you can have. He literally farms people.
He makes them fuck.
No, he doesn't make them fuck. He drains them.
Okay. He makes
You know
them
what?
fuck, but still.
You know what that
Gross.
weirdly reminded me of?
What?
Horseshoe crab farming.
What?
Yeah, because horseshoe crabs, basically, we drain horseshoe crabs of blood for, like, immunizations and stuff, because their blood is, like, good for a lot of vaccines and weird shit like that. And I don't know why, but that just totally reminded me of horseshoe crabs.
I never knew that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I
don't know why.
Today.
Horseshoe crabs, the unevolvers. I was watching a bunch of, like, creationists online because I think it's funny.
What's a creationist?
People who don't believe in evolution.
Oh, God.
Because Jesus. And they're basically trying to make the claim that because horseshoe crabs exist and they haven't really evolved, then evolution doesn't exist.
Oh, my Lord.
And,
Hold
like,
on, I need to-
then I just want to, like, reach through the screen and be like, you don't know what evolution is, you know? Like, why would you evolve if you have no competition?
Yeah, like...
There's nothing to incite to change. I don't know. But I love watching stuff like that because I think it's funny. Like, the chemtrail people, I think, are the funnious.
I love the chemtrail people or the body snatcher people. Like, oh, you have an ingrown hair? You're now a pod person. I don't know why I love those so much. Yeah, Cody, you've never heard of those? Yeah, if you have an ingrown hair, you have now been replaced by the pod people. Yeah, you are now an alien, and you are not Cody, you just believe you're Cody. So real Cody's in a pod somewhere, in like a facility. These are what people believe.
Okay, I have to wonder what the fuck those people dream about, because it must be a riot.
I feel like those people have, like, the saddest existences, because they're scared of literally fucking everything. Like, oh, I can't drink the water, it's got fluoride in it, and you know, the government.
Yeah, the government wants to kill us with all the fluoride.
And I can't have milk, because that's just trying to dumb us down, you know, the government. You know, just, like, literally, they eat rocks, and then they're scared of breathing air because of chemtrails. Ah! I love it. They're funny.
Time to make some filigree. I'm gonna hate myself because I'm going to have to remake it when I fucking ink and color this thing.
What are you doing?
I'm making filigree so her, like, corset doesn't look so basic, bitch. Because I'm like, you're rich. You're supposed to look rich.
Yeah. Get some patterns on that bitch.
So right now I'm just experimenting with shit because I'm like, oh yeah. You're swirly nippy, no.
I swear to God. My dad has just, like, permanently scarred me when it comes to snakes because I know how you should properly hold snakes.
Uh-huh.
I see so many snake videos where people are, like, so close to death because they're holding them wrong, and it brings me, like, this internal, like, battle. Oh my God, this person almost died. Oh my God.
They almost died and they had no idea.
Canadian only hikers. Damn it.
What?
Nothing, don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's like if you're not gonna handle.
I want to do stuff on the 240.
If you're not gonna handle a snake, then use snake tongs, you fucking moron.
Holly's talking about snakes because her dad would catch wild toxic snakes.
Snake!
Venomous, not toxic.
Do interbreeders exist, half human, half vampires? If so, does society react to them? Yes, they do. That's actually a semi-important plot thread that shows up. Because they end up running into a Dampier kid, and Thea and Lance are like, wait, that's a possibility? And without giving too much stuff away, that also help them go down the rabbit hole of what they're learning about. But yeah, no, Dhamphirs exist. They are very much not well accepted, because that makes it seem like humans have rights. So what they tend to do is they tend to kill them off compared to like actually like support them. So it's the same with turning people. That's like super against the law, and you could actually like go to jail for it. Because
That's
again,
like getting high on your own supply. You don't do that.
yeah. So because of that, that's not allowed, but it is possible. And so there are people who like have sex with their animals, but to them, again, it comes off like to the normal populace as bestiality. Very few people actually treat them like people. So
That's kind of
yeah.
funny though, because they're gonna be like, "Ew, you fucked your dog."
No, that's it. That's exactly it. They're like, wait, what? You have feelings for your dog? And it's like, he's not a dog. He's a person.
I feel like any relationship where somebody can talk back, it's not a 1-to-1 ratio of pets, though. You know.
Yeah. So it's one of those things, and then other creatures do exist in this world, like werewolves exist, witches exist to an extent, but it's like it's more rumor than anything else. And for the werewolves, it's more like they kind of stick to like Romania and stuff because of the Romani.
Okay.
Because I don't know. I've had people like back in high school be like, "That's kind of racist," and I'm like, "But it makes sense though." Because they're the ones who created they're the ones who created the original Wolfman lore. That wasn't Hollywood.
Well,
yeah.
I don't see how it's racist to have like a certain type of person living in a certain subsect of the world. That's just literally how worlds work.
No, trust me, that's what I thought. And then people were like, "No, that's racist."
Like, that's like saying it's racist to have Asians in Asia. Like,
hey, to some people that is.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it is. Like, if you don't have a perfect rainbow, then you're racist. And I'm like, that's not how the real world works.
Yeah, I feel like that's just like any kind of like diversity. People feel the need to do like the magic school bus type of thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, but if you're basing it off of a certain location in our real world, then you should follow the demographics of that real place.
Yeah.
That's like putting like magic school bus in Japan and it just being normal. And them not looking at all the gaijin like, what the fuck?
How do vampires suck the human blood? They do the neck nom. Or they go to like Vampire Starbucks.
Vampire Starbucks?
Where they're like, yeah, I want an O-negative frappe, please. And they're like, here you go.
Oh my god, ew.
Hey, to us it's disgusting. To them it's great.
Do they have like... Because in order for blood to actually like stay fresh, do they have like those little blood, like... You know, have you ever donated blood where they have them on those like little pedals where they boop them back and forth?
Yeah, they have those like in our kitchen and stuff.
Okay. I was gonna say.
They also have
where
like...
they boop them back and forth. I'm so articulate, I swear to God. Also, you know, this also reminded me of something really stupid because I was listening to this podcast. I'll have to link you the episode I was listening to. But they're talking about the logistics of eating Pokemon. And like... To me, this is like, it totally relates, because it's like, you know, you would eat Pidgey.
Well, yeah.
But you wouldn't eat Mew, because he can talk.
Yeah.
So, like, humans to me, like, you shouldn't eat them. So, but you could probably harvest that. I don't know. That to me is like the relationships of when you're trying to compare it to a pet. It's like, well, if they can talk, you can't completely eat them.
Mm-hmm. Because that's gross.
Because then, ew.
Oh, you're coming out so cute so far. Maybe I should change your skirt, though. Or maybe give you some skin, like some coloring to your skin. Because I always pictured them, like, as white, and she's described as having white skin. But I'm like, ah.
I feel like white skin would be so uncomfortable to actually see. Like, real, pure
in real
white.
life, yeah. So.
I've met somebody who had excruciatingly pale skin before, and I wouldn't lie, certain angles were not particularly nice to look at them at. Like, because when you're that pale, you're usually blonde, so you don't really have eyebrows.
Yeah.
So you just kind of look dead.
Well, I mean, they're supposed to look dead. Their hearts don't beat.
Yeah, but I don't know.
No, I gotcha.
It might be kind of nasty.
Yeah, there we go. I'm giving you... You're still pale as fucking shit, but it looks so much better than just the stark white.
Yeah. I'm scared of being super white because I feel like it would just enhance my cottage cheese thighs.
You mean me?
I don't... You're a different kind of white.
Yeah, I'm that New Jersey Jew white.
Yeah.
Because that's what my mom is, and, like, everybody sees my mom, and they're like, what is that ethnicity? And I'm like, it's New Jersey. Like, South Park was not wrong. They get, like, very, very goldeny in the sun.
Yeah. I don't burn really in the sun, but I'm not really usually pale either. I'm usually, like, I guess the standard anime protagonist color.
So you're just the pasty.
I'm just pasty usually until I go in the sun. But what pisses me off is if I'm in the sun for like 5 fucking minutes, I tan. So then I got the farmer's tan all year round. It's fucking annoying. I'm like, I just want to be an even middle brown. Can I be that even toast brown, please? Can I be a nice toast? I know I'm not white bread, but I could be toast. A pretty little toast. Because I don't think it's possible to live in fucking Texas and not tan a little bit if you go outside.
Let's see. I kind of like the green. Let me get rid of the blue background because it's throwing me off.
I don't know where I feel about white skin. I'm like... I've seen people who, like, literally try to bleach their skin to fucking get it white.
Oh, yeah,
and I'm just like, to me, y'all being a little fucking nuts about... It's kind of like tanning to me. It's, like, I don't feel like you should outright ban, like, skin whitening shit. Because some people argue that that's racist, but I'm kind of like, well, if you're the one applying it, I feel like it's not racist. If you want your skin to look a certain way, fucking go for it. But I feel like that can lead to really unhealthy behaviors. Because, like, I've seen people who are obsessed with tanning, and I swear to God, that makes you look like Leatherface.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I don't know what happens when you chemically bleach your skin, but I'm sure it's fucking bad. Like, it can't be good. Like, it's not good if you're turning from one race to another.
You mean
That can't be good.
You mean Michael Jackson?
Well, he had vitiligo.
Yeah.
So he kind of had to, like, bleach his skin so it's even if he wanted to, you know, be in the public eye and not be made fun of. But, like, I mean people who are literally, like, Hispanic who want to be white, and I'm like, dude, it's not gonna happen. Like, your skin is, like, fucking brown. It's not, you can't do this. You will hurt yourself.
Like, don't do this. It's not a good idea.
But, like, those skin whitening things, a lot of Asians do that, and I'm like, that's odd. Like, because your skin's so white already. Like, I follow this girl, her name is Yumi, she's Chinese, she does a lot of fashion shit on YouTube.
Yeah.
And she uses them all the time, and it looks like it fucking burns. It looks like it burns.
I mean, I think it does, from the way, like, they describe it. Like, I tried Nair once for, like, hair removal, because everyone's like, it's really easy, just put Nair on it, and then it literally burnt my skin, and I'm like, what is this? They're like, yeah, you just rub it off. I'm like, no, I don't like feeling like my skin is on fire.
I don't know. It's like one of those middle ground things where I'm like, I can see why people want to ban this because it's probably like super fucking bad for you, but if you have like patchy skin, you know,
yeah,
then you might want to get rid of that, and you can't really like get rid of patchy skin without like damaging it to some point. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
No, I get you.
This is why I don't like the beauty community. I feel like people take shit to like the
Way too
ultimate
seriously,
extreme.
yeah.
Well, it's like they have an aesthetic that they think that they can't be a part of. Like, I've literally seen people say that they're black and they can't be in a kawaii aesthetic, and I'm like, yeah, no.
Wait, who says? Yeah, what the hell?
I see that all the time on Tumblr, where they're like, I'm black, so I can't really wear these cutesy pastel colors. I'm like, no?
I see
what the fuck?
I see that a lot in the goth community. Like, oh, I can't do this because I'm not white. And I'm like,
yeah,
says who?
Because people have this, like, weird perception of, like, what a fashion should be, and it's like, no, just, that's literally what is photographed the most. Like, that doesn't mean it's impossible for you to look good in these clothes.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, yeah, I don't know. I see a lot of fucking crazy bitches. Like, they like, think that they need to be white to wear fucking real Aguma.
Oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with some people?
No!
That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
I'm just like... your skin color does fuck all to, like, your aesthetic, really.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say it's more, like, body type that really informs your decisions in terms of clothing, but that's more like sizing and like shape of clothing.
I think they're done. Yeah, I finished them. I have to fix Thea's hands, but they're... excuse me. They're fine. Let's see. How does feeding human pets work? Is there like a standard kibble? Yes, there actually is a standard like pet. There's there's like an Iams pet food, but no. Thea, since they're rich, she gives Lance like real food. It's actually funny. There's a scene that's again pretty early on, so don't mind spoiling it, where she like kind of like sneaks him leftovers. You know, like when you sneak your dog like stuff under the table. And her dad's like, you can't keep giving him nice food. He'll get used to it.
Wouldn't that just give him the shits? I mean, sorry, that's gross.
I mean,
but, like...
I didn't think of that, but realistically, probably.
Plus, it would be kind of nasty. There'd just be steak juice all over the fucking floor. Like...
Alright, well, I'm gonna end the stream here, guys. Wow, I almost streamed for 3 hours. Thank you guys for coming by and listening to my friends while we talked about stuffs and things. Yeah, and then Cody's scrumming in the background. I love you guys, all the smetches, and hope you guys have a happy Halloween.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.